doing today, buddy? How's it going? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hopefully Icarus is not having issues today. You had to run mom around all morning. Oh, nice. Well, hey, that's nice of you to do, though. So we're going to load into our HRV start, who's currently in Ash Canyon. We're at the Angler's Den in Ash Canyon. Went from level 5 to 14. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I got to level 12 before we all got booted last night, and I was just like, I'm not going to spend hours trying to get back on. So we basically bailed on the whole idea. We basically bailed. All right, so we're here in Ash Canyon. We are going to spend some time. We're going to spend some time just exploring Ash Canyon, kind of getting the lay of the land a little bit. I'm just going to drop that here. Oh, jeez. Hey, Tyrone! Thank you for the 400 bits, my friend.
Everybody.
Well, hello to you, my friend. How are you doing today, Tyrone? Hope you're having a good one. That has nothing in it, so I'm just gonna drop that here. I'm lowering my weight just so we can sort of maneuver around in this zone a little easier. The fuel I definitely want with me. Oh, jeez. Mark Wars, good morning. Thank you for gifting out a tier 1 sub to Jason 040914.
972 gifted a tier 1 sub to Jason.
Thanks so much for doing that. That was very, very kind of you to do. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, we're just going to spend some time today just kind of tootling around in Hush River for a little while. Kind of just having fun, or not Hush River, Ash Canyon for a little while. We're just going to have some fun in here today. Does any of my clothing need to be mended up? And my moose hide cloak does, but we don't have any of that. Atheenon hype, I know. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. Atheenon is here for sure. Okay, so we got a couple liters of water here. Let's leave 1 more liter of water here. All right, we good to go. We're good to go. Let's do this. Oh, it's almost nighttime, so let's go back up to the Moose Cave. I call this one up here the Moose Cave. Actually, you know what? We could go up the other. There's two, there's a cave up that way, but there's also a little, place down this way. The cave is up over there. That's where we killed the moose, but I'm curious actually to go into this one over here. I never have really gone in this one very much, so I'm gonna take a much needed nap since I got no sleep. Oh yeah, totally. Have a good nap, drunken monkey. I'm enjoying the sights and sounds of the blizzards of Pleasant Valley this morning. Going to be played alongside. Please keep your animals quiet for me. I'll try, but I can't promise they're going to be quiet. I'll try to keep them quiet, but I can't promise they're going to be quiet. Because they do get a little rowdy sometimes. I kill most before they can make a peep. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Leave It. How you doing? I hate all these trees and hills. It's the places the wolves could hide that really make me nervous. Okay. I don't even know if there's any wolves down here or not. Oh. Definitely a wolf. Yeah, this area is one that I don't go into a lot, so I'm rather unfamiliar with it in some senses. Hopefully this wolf doesn't do any weird stuff. Wow. He totally went sideways on me. Wow. That's why I don't like doing wolves in these little narrow areas. It sucks so hard. Because they do that little left and right thing all the time. Make sure he didn't kill my bedroll. Didn't do a lot of damage to my clothing, did a little bit. I didn't even get a shot off on that guy. Really? Good God, why is there like 4 wolves down here? Good Lord. Good God, this is not a place you want to go, boys and girls. I'm just telling you that right now.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Yeah, this is definitely not a place you want to go. Good God, man. I hear him right there in front of us somewhere. My God, that's like 5 wolves that were down here. That was like 5 wolves. Easily 5 wolves. That was absolutely insane. Okay, well that was weird. I started playing Interloper. It's really hard for me, constantly running out of food. Yeah, in early game Interloper, you really need to concentrate on getting lots of cattails. Cattails, and more cattails. That's what's gonna... Cattails are gonna save your life early Interloper. So you really need to get a lot of those. That's what's gonna help you. And really most of the zones, Levi, will have cattails in them. You just gotta go find them. The only one that doesn't is Desolation Point. Desolation Point does not have cattails in it. So Desolation Point will be a no-go for the cattails, but every other zone's pretty good. You can get quite a few cattails pretty much from every other zone in the game, so... There was an arrow that dropped over that I shot over here, huh? I didn't get all my arrows back, did I? That was a lot of arrows I expended on this little jaunt. Yeah, the food situation in the early game is always kind of tenuous. You can't, unlike Stalker, Pilgrim, or Voyager, you can't really depend on the food that you find in the game. Like, the man-made food is never going to be enough early game. Never going to be enough early game. It just, there's not enough of it around. So you really can't depend on it that much. Wow, this is kind of a cool. This is kind of the cool little thing about Ash Canyon. There's always little nooks and crannies. 2 more arrows. Yeah, I gotta find a place to make a fire though. There we go. That's a good little spot. Actually, though, question. Put my bed. Oh, I can put my bedroll right there. Okay, that's good. That's good enough. That'll reach. That'll reach. But yeah, so if you spawn in Hush River Valley, you know, there's lots of cattails all around Hush River Valley. So you shouldn't have any trouble finding cattails in Hush River Valley at all, because they're everywhere. Forlorn Muskeg is the same thing. Lots of cattails. And then you have a lot of cattails in Mystery Lake right next door to you.
Fire.
If you spawn in Timberwolf Mountain, there's not as many cattails. They're pretty much all concentrated down by the Mountaineer's Hut. So you'll want to go down to the Mountaineer's Hut and get cattails, and then get out of there. Pleasant Valley has cattails, but they're rather scattered around the game. They're rather scattered. So, to find cattails in Pleasant Valley is a lot harder, but there's some over by the barn. There's cattails along the rivers in Pleasant Valley, and they're kind of stretched out. But Pensive Pond has quite a few cattails at it. There's a little area right near the barn that has a bunch of cattails. So you can get some cattails in Pleasant Valley. It's not going to be a lot though. But near Draft Dodger's cabin, there's some cattails between Draft Dodgers and the farmhouse. If you spawn in Desolation Point, there are no cattails. Your closest ones are in Coastal Highway, so that's where you need to go to get cattails there. And if you spawn in Ash Canyon, there's tons of cattails. Hey, Jarl, buddy! How's it going? Jarl, Jarl's gonna be able to join us today at 1. Yay! Hopefully the servers are all up and acting proper. Not being all weird. Cattails! Good morning, Millers. Hello, hello. You spawned Timberwolf Mountain, went to the Mountaineer's Hut. There was a wolf camping the cattails. Got to Pleasant Valley where we're out of food. Yeah, see, that's the thing is, when you get down there, Lee, you really have to, you have to basically push yourself to scare the wolf away. You have to tell the wolf to go take a hike. And you gotta scare him away and take his cattails. There's no 2 ways about it. Because you need those cattails. So get a torch. Get a torch in your hand. Like this. Switch to your weapon. Well, it won't be that. It'll be more of... Oh, well, but switch to your weapon and have your torch right at your feet. Draw your weapon and aim it at the animal. And they'll run away. So, yep, you have to just push through it and take them from them. Because you gotta have those. Gotta have them. They are your lifeblood. Alright, well, that was fun. Those wolves just were, like, all over the place there. I'm just gonna eat some cattails down here. There we go. Drink a little water to finish it off. Hopefully this fire doesn't get blown out tonight. That would really suck. I mean, I built it in a pretty sheltered area, so hopefully nothing happens to it. Yeah, I think there's 2 to 3 more arrows. Let's see. We got 1 broken. We got 1 broken arrow. Actually, I think there's just 1 more because we had 19 arrows total, and I have 18 right now. We had 19, so I think I'm missing. Or no, did we get them all? Because I had 19, and now I have 18. I think I got all the arrows, actually. I think I got them all, because I believe I had 19. No, 19. 19. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Timberwolf Mountain's not bad, though. Because especially if you spawn there, then you can go down into... You can go down from there into Pleasant Valley. You get more matches at the farmhouse. There's usually food at the farmhouse. You can search up Draft Dodger's Cabin, Skeeter's Ridge, the plane crash, all on your way through there. Colin Paul to Hardcastle, exactly. My friends and I were obsessed by that song, Mark Wars, for like, 2 weeks. Like most teenage things, you get obsessed for like 2 weeks and then you're over it. But we were obsessed by that song for a few weeks. Then again, though, that was the thing. Is back in the 80s, the whole Vietnam War era stuff was becoming very... people were very interested, especially younger people were very interested in all the stuff going on, during the Vietnam War era in the late 80s. That became huge. I mean, that's when the movie Platoon came out. A bunch of Vietnam War movies came out at that point. Didn't Full Metal Jacket come out around then? That's when the comic book The Nom was being made. They made a comic book called The Nom, which actually, when the Nom actually started, it was a really cool idea in principle. The comic book was supposed to have a run of a certain number of years, and every month, because the comic book was being released monthly, basically the story in the comic book would jump. Basically the story in the comic book would take place 30 days after the previous story. Does that make sense? So they'd release, say, the comic book on the 15th of July. On the 15th of August, they'd release another Nom comic book, and it was a month later in the comic book. So the comic book was actually chronologically following real time, and the comic book was supposed to last for the set number of years that the Vietnam War actually lasted, following the characters through that. It went off the rails at about a year, 2 years down, a year and a half into the comic book. It kind of went off the rails, but it was a cool idea to begin with. It was a cool concept. Because it started like at the beginning of the Vietnam War, which was kind of interesting. But yeah, if you ever want to read a good comic, the first like, I don't know, 12 to 15 issues of the Nom are phenomenal. They are phenomenal. Actually, hold on a second, I'll show you something. Hold on 1 second, boys and girls. I still have my original Nom poster, signed to me by Peter David. For those of you who don't know who Peter David is, Peter David is pretty big. Go look him up. But yeah, I actually have my original Nom poster. My original Nom poster. I gotta get this framed at some point. Nerd! Oh god, I loved the Nom when it came out. When the Nom came out, oh my god, it was such a good book. But yeah, I got my original Nom poster signed by Peter David. It's one of my favorites. I love it. I had a bunch. I've had so much signed stuff that I've lost over the years. It makes me sad. Milkshake! With the 7-month resub! Thank you, Milkshake, for that 7-month resubaroo!
Milsk 4870 just resubscribed
Michael
for
Golden.
7 months. Booster
Yep, art by
packs
Michael
daily
Golden,
art.
Armadillo Gill. Yeah, written by Doug Murray. How'd you know that? How did you know that? Monk, you? I did not even realize that. I didn't even realize that. How did you know that? Yeah, the art in the Nom was great. The Nom was just a great comic book. It went on, like I said, it went off the rails a couple years into it. But in the beginning, the Nom was so good. I'm the king. I am king of nerds. Nerds. That's okay. We love nerds. We're all nerds around here. God, I just don't want to. I don't want to travel. I don't know if I want to travel. This fire's got like 5 hours on it. I guess I can make some. Let's make some water. Yeah, God, I wish they had kept to their original premise of the book. The original, I remember when I worked in the comic book shop and that came out, I was just so excited for it because I was like, finally something that's going to be like not all, you know, it's not. It was different for Marvel because it wasn't a superhero book. You know, and so it was different because it didn't have that superhero bent to it. And sure, was it capitalizing on a time when Vietnam was a very, like, I don't know, in thing to write stories about, and you know, big movies like Platoon were being made and stuff? Well, yeah, of course it did. Everything capitalizes on the times it's in. Everything does that. But it was really good. That's one series I definitely need to go back and reread. I remember it came out, but I never read it. I was going through my Love and Rockets mania. Oh, yeah, well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing, Monka Strap. We all had those eras where we went through our sort of, our mania of we were just totally, like, into X or into Y. You know, Mark Wars had his new wave era. Hey now. But we all had our own little, you know, eras of stuff that we just really got into. Okay, he still has his new wave era. He never left it. He never left it. I think we might as well get a little meat. I know, exactly. The days when comic books were actually creative, instead of either A, rebooting the same character over and over again, or B, taking a established, well-known character, changing them, and making them someone brand new, having some new person take over the mantle of that character. When they actually had creative ideas and they were like, hey, you know what? We should try a new X-Men character. Or we should try a new Spider-Man villain. Or we should try something different. What? Let's be creative? Why would you want to do that? Where's the fun in being creative? Yeah, unfortunately, they've sort of, run out of ideas. It's so weird. I never got into anime until I was in my... Well, I mean, in the 80s, there wasn't a ton of anime stuff that was, like, readily available to the masses. Anyway... I mean, there were a few anime things I was aware of when I was in high school, but that was in the, like, the mid-'80s. There wasn't a ton of that stuff out there. I mean, and I know there was some, but there wasn't... In small-town America, there wasn't a lot of anime available. Let's just put it that way. Wasn't a lot, but yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, you know, Monk. I remember when I was working in the comic book shop, and the whole Death of Superman thing happened, and there were people like coming in, going, "Oh my God, they're killing him off. What's gonna happen? Superman's not ever gonna be around again." And I just look him in the face and I'd be like, "Hey, it's the speculator market right now. They're taking full advantage of the speculator market that's out there." And do you think DC will ever kill off their character who is basically only God is more recognizable worldwide than Superman? I mean, God in whatever form you want to have it. I mean, it's like they're not gonna kill off Superman and leave him dead permanently. Okay, this is never gonna happen. Well, I was watching I knew this already. If you ever want to watch an interesting documentary on I think it's on Netflix. There's a documentary about Chris Claremont. And if you ever want to read good X-Men, read Chris Claremont X-Men. It is the pinnacle of what the X series ever was, in my opinion. Yeah. The pinnacle of it. The Death of Phoenix, Days of Future Past. I mean, all the movie stuff that they've done is derivatives of Chris Claremont writing. And back then, Chris Claremont was pissed. This documentary even goes into Jean Grey dying, the Phoenix dying, the death of the Dark Phoenix. The death of Phoenix was supposed to be permanent. He never wanted to bring back Jean Grey, and he was pissed when they brought her back in that X-Men book, because she was dead for a long time. She was dead for a long time in the comic books. She was not around for ages and ages. Oh, John Byrne did good stuff too. See, I grew up with Chris Claremont stuff, and I love it. It's great. I mean, back then he had total creative control too. He was writing the entire X series. Nobody was telling him what to do, basically. But yeah, when Phoenix died, yeah, that was a big deal. That was something a lot of people didn't do in books. Yeah, the death of Superman was just kind of a joke. I mean, I know a lot of people. I mean, the story is actually written really well. The story is actually written pretty good, but it didn't have much impact on me because I knew where it was going. Yeah, before there were 500 X-Men books a month. Yeah. Yep. Well, and also Monk, he was like controlling all the Claremont at that point was controlling not only the storylines of X-Men, but he was also controlling the storylines of New Mutants. I mean, New Mutants came out, and he was controlling the storyline on that one as well. So he was controlling. He was pulling a lot of. He was doing a lot of stuff back then. A lot of stuff. So. Death of Sad Sack. Let me look at it. I'm trying to blow it up, gosh dang it. It won't let me blow it up. The Death of Sad Sack. That's pretty good. It's like, no. See, for me, DC deaths that were even more impactful at the time than even like Superman. They came a lot earlier. Was when they killed Flash in Crisis on Infinite Earths, when Flash died, and when Supergirl died in Crisis on Infinite Earths as well. I mean, to me, the cover of Superman holding Supergirl dead in his arms is like one of the most seminal. That's one of the most. That's a cover that just like just hits my soul every time I see it. Because it meant that much. It was like, wow. Little Black Mouse with a 26-month free sub. Sometimes people want to see this unexpected thing that will reborn a character.
Little
Yeah,
Blind
I mean
Mouse
that's
resubscribed for
that's
26
you know
months.
that's
Hello.
that
Not
definitely
to
is
distract
thing.
from the DC conversation, but hi.
Too cold.
Oh, that's okay. You don't have to ever worry about that. Is there any surprise in this game? You since you know every corner already. I don't know every corner. I know most of the corners. There are some corners I am unfamiliar with now. Like this area here is kind of sketchy. I'm kind of sketchy on this area. It's a cool area. I think the cave, the climber's cave is right over here, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong. I'm very unfamiliar with this area right here. Or actually, where am I right now? I have no idea where I am right now. But yeah, I mean, no, that's totally, you know, ale green. That's totally why they do stuff like that, though, too. They're hoping in some way to bring in some new viewers, and in some senses they do. I mean, so, oh, we're right near our cave with the moose. Oh, the rope to the gold mine's right up there. We're on day 117. 117. The cave with the moose is right up here. I just got lost. But yeah, you know, that's the thing, Ale Green. I know they do those sort of things for a reason. I've had some that I've appreciated and some that I've kind of shaken my head and gone, why are they bothering to do this? I was not a big fan of I liked some of the books in the 90s. I was not a big fan of the whole speculator craze in the 90s. Oh my goodness! Woo! Real resident! Yeah, I would, when I was working at the comic book shop in the 90s, I would get...
Resident just resubscribed for
I need to
14
appreciate
months.
that a little bit more. There we go.
14 months.
Let's get the
Less than
love out.
free.
Yes, you made 14 months, my friend. Thank you so much for all the subs. I appreciate that. See, I got a little jaded back in the 90s with comic books. I saw a huge influx of people who collected baseball cards and football cards and were investing in those collectibles start coming over to the comic book side. They came over to the comic book side because they started speculating on comic books, and that's around when Spawn was coming out, and all these other, you know, indie books were getting hot. Spider-Man was really hot. McFarlane was doing Spider-Man, and I don't know how many times a day in the comic book shop I would have some slick douchebag who probably in his younger days actually beat up kids who read comic books because he thought they were nerds, come in and go, "Hey man, what should I buy if I want to have a comic book that's going to go up in price? What should I buy?" And they just want to buy new stuff that's going to go up in price. And that just annoyed the crap out of me. Back when back then, if you hate a comic because it was poorly written, it was okay, and criticism was made. Comic books better now. You just call, yeah. Totally. You can't criticize anything coming out now, even if it's a piece of crap story. Back then, Kane, we argued about comic book stuff all the time. and it was all perfect. It was like, oh, I hate Punisher. I think he's a stupid character or something. You know, not that I hate Punisher, but somebody would say that, and you could argue back with them. And at the end of it, you were like, oh, you want to buy your Punisher issue now? And they'd be like, yeah, I'll buy my Punisher issue now. And there was no hard feelings. It was all like, oh, it's just your opinion of what characters you like. I mean, there was one gal who came in, and she only bought X-Men. All she bought was Uncanny X-Men. That's all she wanted to buy. And that was just her jam. That was all she wanted to get. She didn't care about any other characters, period. Well, see, the thing is that that when people would come into my shop that I was working at and they wanted to invest in comic books, I would be like, well, if you really want an investment in comic books, I would outright ask them. I said, well, are you buying to read the comic book yourself, or are you buying to just put it away, never look at it, and just you want to have some sort of return on an investment down the road? I didn't care if it offended them, because I just didn't give a crap. And if they said, oh, well, I'm just looking to buy something that hopefully can be worth a little bit of money down the road, I'd be like, well, what you want to do is buy nothing earlier, nothing, and this was, got to remember, this is early 90s. I tell them, you want to buy nothing that was made from about 1975 to present. You want to stay before 1975, by Silver Age, by Golden Age, a little bit of the early Bronze Age, but you don't want to buy anything in this era at all. Nothing. Because none of it in the future is ever going to be worth, you know, it's not going to be worth what you think it's going to be worth. Not as much as the stuff from back then. Now, some of that didn't hold up to be true. Some of them have gotten really expensive. I think that's more speculation than anything else. But, you know, I told him, yeah, you want to stick with the Silver Age, Golden Age, and a little bit of early Bronze Age, but modern age stuff, you don't really want to get into. It's not going to be worth it. Let me show you Detective 27. Sell the bros your box of metallic variant Valiant titles. Yeah, if you want to invest in Action Comics #1, it's pretty good. Well, the thing I tried to explain to him, you know, is that, you know, the way comic books work now, there's nothing that's really that rare. I mean, nowadays, it probably would be again, because nowadays, if a comic book sells... I think actually some of the crappy comics, well, I don't think anybody's ever going to want them from this modern era, from the today era, but most comic books today are, you know, they're shipping 40, 50,000 of a book. That's not many. Back in the 90s, there were comics that were shipping millions. Millions. I mean, if a comic book in the 90s fell under like 200, 300,000, they'd cancel that book. That book would get canceled. Not canceled in the way that the people get canceled today, but they'd actually cancel it because it was a crappy selling book and they wanted to make money. And so yeah, there was a lot of books being printed back then. And the difference also is that unlike the 50s, 60s, even into the 70s and even into the early 80s, most of the books being bought in the late 80s, early 90s were all being kept in mint condition. Yeah, the comics selling now would have been, they would have been flops back then. Those comics would have been laughed out of the room back then. They would have been like, oh, you got a book that's only selling 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 copies? Your book sucks. Your book sucks. Dick Tracy originally, I believe, was a pulp. I believe Dick Tracy originally started as a pulp, and then it went into comic books after that. And what I mean by pulps is they were basically the books. They were basically short stories, like little books like this, or they were made into like magazine books. I think Dick Tracy started out as that, and then went into being a comic book. But I may be wrong on that. That's a little honestly, Dick Tracy is a little bit before my time. And I never was a big fan of the gumshoe, Dick Tracy stuff. So, like Dick Tracy and different, like, little, detective-type books like that. Oh, no, that's okay, Mrs. Honeypot. And how you doing, by the way? Oh, I had no love for the investors of comic books. I mean, I was always a comic books purist, and I was always a, you should buy comic books that you enjoy and that you like to read. If they happen to, at some point, to go up in value, well, great. I mean, there's always a chance that something you love will go up in value. But don't buy it expecting it to go up in value and then being mad at it if it doesn't go up in value. That's not how you collect that's not how you do a hobby. Dick Tracy first came out in 1931. How you doing, Blackbound PL? Hey, buddy, how's it going? Well, we're just in Ash Canyon right now. We're kind of making our way down the mountain here. The gold mine is behind us. Superman in 38.
Do I get home? Warm him up soon.
Oh, it's the big... Oh, we're getting the big birch bark. Wow, look at that birch bark, boys and girls. Now that is a piece of birch bark. Yeah, you collect your own personal collection. Exactly. That's how you should... But see, that's the thing, little blind mouse. That's the difference between a collector and an investor. An investor would basically have your stuff, throw away every card. Well, they wouldn't throw away every card. They just box up the cards that were not valuable. Maybe, you know, just in case one became valuable later on. And they would you know, sleeve and keep the very valuable one, you know, completely separate from everything else, you know, but they'd only be interested in the valuable card. They wouldn't care about any of the other stuff. Unless the value is the complete set, yeah. And that's a lot of times with those cards it is. It's sad. I feel bad for... I guess it's a good thing to warn people of. Beware of the thing you love becoming too popular. Of course you want the things you love to be popular, but beware of them becoming too popular. Because when they become too popular, they tend to get bastardized by the people who want to make them even more popular. I'm a bit particular about my books. I had a matching set of books. And I lent one to my boss and he dropped it in the pool on holiday. Oh, that would make me so sad. Time to make French toast. What? When Magic the Gathering first came out, my friend worked at a printers, and we talked seriously about counterfeiting and selling the rarest cards. Oh yeah, Magic the Gathering. I mean, I played Magic the Gathering from alpha to wow, look at the birch bark up here. I played it from alpha to legends, and I got out of it after Falling Empire because I saw where it was going. Wow, that's some big birch bark. I saw how it was becoming a different game at that point, and I had no interest in it. Back when Magic the Gathering first came out, it was really cool. Why in the world is it so big? Because it's glitched in this zone. For some reason, birch bark in this specific zone is glitched. I don't know why. And it's huge. It's huge! Even this medium-sized one's kind of large. I have a picture somewhere. I have a picture in my, In my long dark picks. Let's see if I can find it real quick. There it is. There's the largest one we ever found. I put my bedroll down next to it, and that's the birch bark. You could actually physically crawl underneath the birch bark. That's pretty Aurora. Yeah, that's a pretty Aurora too. Yeah, that was the biggest one I ever found. Take a look around. Take a look around. They say the Rodale is paved with good intentions. I've got a song stuck in my head now. How you doing? Hey, how's it going, Phil? Rusty, how you doing too? Hello, hello. Yeah, and it kept growing. Yep, it kept growing. Yeah, free snow shelter. Yep. Valverine, are you perchance a Fable fan? Ooh. Are you perchance a Fable? Are you perchance a fan of Fable? I actually own Fable. I've never played it. Is it any good? I actually own Fable. I've never played it though. Did you guys get to the second quest? No, the game crashed on us, Alicia. The game crashed on us and would not allow us to restart again. The servers crashed. The servers crashed, and after 10-15 minutes of trying to get in on it, almost Quonset size. Nice. Love the first Fable game. Heard good things about Fable, but the intro tutorial takes ages. Okay. Sorry, forming an exclamation mark habit. I'll try to slow down. Don't worry about that at all. Don't you ever worry about forming an exclamation mark habit. Hey, look, we got some lantern fuel. I found it meh, but I can see why people enjoyed it. Is it kind of dated? Is it dated now? Is the first Fable one kind of dated or not?
Fire.
You don't want people to think you're shouting at them? Well, you have to do all caps. See, I learned you have to do all caps when you're typing to make people think you're shouting at them. If you do all caps, they think you're shouting. Just making sure it actually gets warm out here.
No power in the verse.
Hey, El Green, thank you for the follow. I have the Sobeys not available. Sobeys are gone. I know. Sobe will live on in memory. But from everything I've been able to find from my local distributors, they are no longer making the Sobe citrus energy stuff. They make the Sobe life water, but that's where they're putting all their money now. They aren't making any more citrus energy. And yeah. Makes me sad. So I've switched over to drinking some Henry Weinhard's orange cream soda.
Look for shelter.
Huh. Wonder why my fire's still okay. That's kind of weird. That's kind of strange. Yes, the Henry Weinhard's orange cream soda is actually really good. They use sugar cane. They use sugar cane in it instead of regular sugar. Like actual sugar cane instead of like the granulated sugar or crystallized or whatever it is. It's actually really good. I enjoy it quite a bit. Our fire could go out at any time. I use shouty caps all the time by accident. Huh. What is Is the hill just enough that the wind isn't blowing it out? I thought for sure I'd wake up with a blown out fire. That's okay, you'll join in? Nice. Sugar cane tastes so much better than refined sugar. That's the word I was looking for, refined sugar. I had a roommate once who would bring home sticks of sugar cane and just chew it. Nice. Nice. Oh shoot, I'm bending my poster. Oh, so I'm going to show this one more time before I put it away, boys and girls. This is my Nom poster. And it's signed to me by Peter David. I'm going to go put it away now before it gets ruined. I had stuff sitting on it. Oh crap, I forgot I even had this. Wow. Wow. Check this out. This is from my days in the comic book shop too. Anybody remember this series? It was the Kraven the Hunter series that went through all the different Spider-Man books. I got the huge poster from that too. Forgot about that. I got stuff left over from my comic book days. Oh, my brother actually got me this. He got me a To Brian, oh my, George Takei. My brother picked me up that. So yes, I actually have a signed photo from George Takei to me. To Brian, oh my, oh my, oh my, my, my. Oh, I hardly ever frame things. I'm horrible at framing stuff. Of course, none of it's framed. I know. Of course, none of it's framed. Oh, there's a picture of my son. But yes. Wow, this thing has lasted a long time. I don't know why this fire is, like, not getting blown out. That's so weird. So weird. I get cheap black frames at Walmart, but where would I hang it? See, that's the thing. It's like, you know, to hang it somewhere, I don't know. I guess I could hang it up on my wall or something. I'm not a big hanger. I'm not a big hanger, so I just don't hang stuff usually. It's weird. I am not the coolest nerd. No, never.
I'm considering hearing there's more.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Yeah, I'm not a big hang things on the wall kind of person. Ruh-roh, Raggy, let's go! Time's up, let's go! I'm not going over the cliff. Remember last time we were up here in Mark Wars? I went over that cliff and almost died. God, I hope I can find my way out of here.
My fingers feel numb.
Ugh. There used to be a sweet shop that sold actual licorice root. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Oh, so cold.
No Polaroid up here, though, so that's okay. I think there's a log right up here that we should be able to go across. Ugh. I have a cool frame I got on the wall with a stock photo in it because I haven't printed off any to fill it with. It's been on my wall for 3 years now. So you got that? You got the stock wall family. That's cool, though. There's no wolves out here. Nice try. There's no wolves out in a blizzard like this. That does not exist. That does not happen. That does not happen. But how you doing, Fulgario? Oh, this is going to be interesting. Have a little night hike here. Little night hike in the blizzard, boys and girls. Our clothes just getting shredded by the blizzard. I don't think there's any caves along these walls either. Wowzer, Bowser. Be hard enough to find a way around here in the daytime, let alone nighttime. Can I even get up this? I can't get up this, can I? Okay, that's dead end. You know, I've had a pretty good stream so far, Fulgario. Except that I'm kind of lost in Ash Canyon now, you know? Ash Canyon's kind of an easy place to get lost in a blizzard. In a freaking blizzard. Urgh. Oh, it's got inspirational sayings in it. Oh, well, hey, those are worth using. Fulgario's put in the "you spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby." Is that a cave? No, that's not a cave. Well, luckily for me, I'm just following a wall. I have a wall to the right of me, and I can just follow this wall all the way down. So luckily, I don't have to worry about that too much. Main thing that's killing me is my clothing's probably just taking a beating. Yeah, my clothing's just getting freaking wrecked right now. Wow. Hey, there's a stick. I cannot see Jack or Doo-Doo. I think I know where I am, but I'm pretty... Ugh. I think I know a little bit where I am, but man, it is tough. Can I build a snow shelter? Not before I die. Now, building a snow shelter in a blizzard is probably not going to work out for you. Without a fire going by it, I would lose so much health to the cold. And then in this weather where it's negative 25 out right now, and that's without a wind chill factor, we'll find our way out of it. We just got to keep following the wall down here. Like I said, this is a pretty easy zone to get lost in, so it's kind of cool. I actually like the thrill of being lost. Building a snow shelter in this, though, would not help me at all. I'd have to have a fire by the snow shelter, and if I could make a fire, I'd just make a fire. I'd rather use the wood making the fire and keeping the fire going. Yeah, the snow shelter, unfortunately, in Interloper, the snow shelter's kind of a losing proposition for you. And it really sucks, because I wish the snow shelter was way better. I wish the snow shelter had so much more use than it does. And it just doesn't. Still trying to figure out where exactly we are. I was trying to get to the entrance down to, Timberwolf Mountain down at the bottom, but I think I overshot it. Oh yeah, I totally overshot it. I think we can hold down in here. But do I have enough fuel? I got 47 sticks. Oh. It actually just got warm in here. It actually just got warm in here without us doing anything. Okay. The three-way cave? Nope, this isn't the three-way cave. This is an Ash Canyon somewhere. But it's not the three-way. I do like myself a good three-way cave, though. Well, after the storm passed, it jumped up in temperature a bunch. Yeah, Ash Canyon, yep. You can set fire to yourself and warm up the wolves some tasty food. Hey! I don't want the wolves to have tasty food. All right. Oh, I already drank one of those, didn't I? Yeah, I did. We're just gonna risk it for the biscuit, boys and girls. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. We're gonna at least sleep 6 hours, get the full benefit of that. And then we're gonna drink 1, 2. For each birch bark tea we drink, we get 6% health back over 2 hours. So if we drink 3 birch bark teas, sleep for 6 hours, that is 18% health that we're going to get back, including whatever we get back on the rest of it. All right, so we got our health back. All right, let's figure out where the hell we are. Wow. I got so totally lost last night.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, shush, Astrid. I just saved your life. Shush-a-doodles, darling. I really don't even know where we're at right now. I think... Oh, jeez. Well, there's a rope bridge right over there. Aldreas! With the 18-month... resub! Thank you for that. resub there. I appreciate it very, very
Audrey's
much.
just resubscribed for 18
Sub
months.
high.
Hello, Arth. How's December coming along? Smile.
December is coming along grand. So we must have come down. Where did we come down here? I don't even know where we came down here. Wow, what a weird area. There's so many twists and turns in this place. That's one thing that's kind of cool about it is I'm not... I actually... The thing I like about Ash Canyon is I don't know this zone as intimately as I know a lot of zones. So for me, there's a lot of, like, area that I've been in maybe once, maybe twice, but I haven't explored it a lot, and so it's kind of exciting to get lost in a zone. It takes me back to the early days... Oh, we came in this way, okay. Takes me back to the early days of playing Interloper, not knowing where the frick I was going, not knowing what was going on, being lost on every map in the game. It's kind of a cool feeling. That's why I get excited whenever they come out with new maps. Is because it's like you get to experience the game with new eyes again, which for me is very exciting. I think we just walked. I think we went right past the exit to Timberwolf Mountain. Oh, I know, my dear. I think we went right past the Timberwolf Mountain exit. I think it's back here somewhere. Might have, yeah, it was right over here actually. I think that's it right back there. Yep, that's it right there. That's where we wanted to go last night. This is where we wanted to go last night, boys and girls. This is what I was trying to get to. This is what I was trying to get to last night and could not find. It wasn't too far. We didn't overshoot it too much. Yeah, we did find that cool hidden cave. I'm just going to go through here and grab some coal real quick. Because I've not been in this cave yet, I don't think. I hope you're warm, Ath, because I'm deep frozen right now and it rains with icy rain. Oh, no. Oh, Andreas, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm warm at the moment. Oh, did I already take the coal? No, there's some coal here. I'm so sorry. Yeah, right now, the weather's not horrible out. It's like rainy. Let's see what my weather's like today. Hold on a sec. Oh, my brother sent me a message. Oh. LAX department. God, our flight takes off at 6 o'clock in the freaking morning. Oh, God. The cruise that I'm going on, we have to fly from here down to LA. And our flight takes off at 6 a.m. Ugh. So I have to be to the airport by like 4 on Friday on the morning of the 17th. Ugh. But yeah, right now the weather... I just saw that message from my brother. Sorry, that distracted me. The weather here is 45 and cloudy. So not horrible. It could be worse. It could be worse, so... yeah, we're leaving on the 17th. So, 2 Fridays. Well, yeah, 2 Fridays from now, I guess. But yeah, we're leaving on this... Oh, I've never seen... I don't remember seeing this body before. Different skin. Oh, I'll be getting... I'm gonna get a lift ride over to the plane. I would never take public transport over to the airport. Not at 4 in the morning. Not at 4 in the morning. Not in Portland, Oregon. No, thank you. I'll just pay for an Uber or a Lyft. Because I'm not going to pay for parking there either. Oh, you're asking Andreas. Oh. I see. You're what? Why are you still 3 kilometers away from your house, Andreas? What is happening right now? Airport parking is super spendy, yeah. It's crazy. Yes, I'm in Portland, Oregon. Well, adjacent to Portland, Oregon. Close enough. In the area. All right, we made it through to the other side, boys and girls. Oh, wait. Did I... We didn't make it through the other side. I made a big loop. We came out exactly where I went into the place. Try again. Try again. I was like, okay, we're out. And it's like, no, we aren't. We're back in again. What's going on? I'm not far from your sister. She married a Yank. I get so frustrated when I do that. Yeah, it's easy to get turned around in this cave. Most caves are pretty linear. You start at one end. There may be a little side that you can go down, but it dead ends. And then you just come back to the main area and go again. So most places in the game are pretty darn linear. This cave is one of the first ones that's not super linear. It has some twists and turns that can set you back on the path you've already been. Which is kind of, I mean, it definitely shows how they've advanced their making of stuff, which is cool. But it is a little easier to get lost in, so. Coal mine, yeah, the coal mine. Yeah, they really started, I think, experimenting with the whole cave thing when they did at Hush River Valley. When they did Hush River Valley and they had the ice caves that have different branches, an upper area, a lower area, that's when they really started to work on making the caves a little more, a little less easy to get around, I guess. Decided to take a long walk, went to the forest by foot. A nice time. It's an hour walk each way, but now I'm rather cold. Oh, well, yeah. That's why I don't go. That's why I never go for a walk. No, I go for walks all the time. I'll probably get cold soon, because I like to go for walks in the evening, and it's gonna get cold really soon here in Oregon. We have some very cold temps coming up, I bet. Can't happen soon enough. I love the cold. What's down here? Just another dead end, okay. Nope, leaving the house. Nope, lost me. I like to take my evening walk, go down, get a cigar, have a nice little stogie. Have a nice little stogue. Take a walk. Take my healthy walk and go have a cigar. Those two go together well, right? It's a good pairing. I do winter camping, but I must have thick snow. All right, here we go. Now we're in Timberwolf Mountain. Now we're in T-Wolf, baby. So this part takes you out right by the deer clearing. And right over in front of us over there is the cave that we were in. So, and then the summit is right up over in there. The summit's sort of over in that direction. Is the way up to the summit. But this puts us right by Deer Clearing, which is really nice. Because we can just chill out here for a moment. Then we can go back into Ash Canyon. I might even have some hides here if I'm lucky. I know I got some meat. Yeah, I got some meat here. Let's drop some more meat. Oh! We got birch and maple here, too. Cured gut, cured gut. Cured hide, cured hide. I definitely think my boots and pants need some repairs. Let's use that fishing tackle. Generally, late game, you always want to use fishing tackle to repair your clothing. It takes no more time to repair. It doesn't take anything away from the chance of success, the repair amount. The only thing it does is add time. It takes more time to repair clothing with fishing gear than it does with like a sewing kit. And the fishing gear you can just make, again, from guts and metal, so it's like, who cares? Yeah, my hat and gloves are down there. Coat's down there too. How much do I get back on that? 34? Okay, so I'll get that. See, I'll get this back to 100% if I have the moose hide and the guts to do it with, so. My husband moved from Denmark to Germany years ago. Oh, because Aldreas is from Denmark, and right now I'm following the road to your home. Oh. Cold here in the UK. Well, the UK usually, you know, Monk, usually the weather that I've seen in the UK reminds me a lot of the weather we have here. It reminds me a lot of the weather we have in Oregon. Just kind of cold, damp. It's not raining all the time, but it's cold and damp and kind of dreary and overcast. And yeah, I mean, it reminds me a lot of Oregon in some ways. A little bit. Oh, I broke my gear, boys and girls. All right. They threw you out for watching the movie? As a fellow Pacific Northwest guy, I agree. Last 3 days have been averaging 34 for our midday temp. Hoping to get snow later. Ooh, well. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Jarl. Get that snow in. We don't get a lot of snow here in the Willamette Valley, though. I live in a part of Oregon called the Willamette Valley. And basically, we have mountains on the west of us, or to the east of us, mountains on the west of us. There's a river that runs to the north of us. And to actually get snow in this valley is really hard. Donde 91! Thank you for the first time sub, my friend. We're going to give out double points for a first time subscriber. That's awesome. Snow in Hawaii right now. That is crazy. That would be kind of crazy.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
Oh, you just, oh, jeez. Oh my God, Super Cub! Oh, dude. If you guys have not followed both Jarl of Goats,
a tier 1 sub to Immogirl03_.
either Jarl of Goats
gift sub in the channel,
or
No power in the verse
Super
can stop
Cubby.
me.
Need to go give them both a follow. Super Cubby is an amazing, awesome streamer. Jarl of Goats is as well. Jarl was playing some Icarus with us
No power in
yesterday.
the verse can
Super
stop
Cubby,
me.
thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. You are awesome. Thank you for the follow, Monk. Thank you for the follow, Donde. And thank you, Super Cubby, for gifting out a tier 1 sub to Emo Girl 03. Dude, Super Cubby, love you too, my friend. Love you too, buddy. Have you tried Super Cubby? Have you tried Icarus before? Have you seen any Have you seen any gameplay of Icarus or anything? Because it's pretty fun. We had a great time until the servers went down yesterday. The servers went down. There was nothing we could do. We're just like, well, it's first day of the game. We are gonna lose our crap like all these other people have. We're just gonna go, hey, it's a new game. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Jarl, come on, Jarl. You got to remember, man. You can't do that. Can't do that. I haven't been watching and wishlisted. It's fun. It's pretty fun. We've been having a good time with it. I actually pulled the trigger on it, Super Cubby, and I bought the expanded like extra. The extra thing. I don't know. It comes. It basically it's the what do they call it? Oh wow, it's like oh wow, Icarus is on their front page. The supporters edition. That's what I bought. I bought the supporters edition. That's it. And that comes with 2 extra outposts, as well as the next 2 DLC chapters: Dangerous Horizons and New Frontiers. So, yeah, there you go. It's pretty good. I don't know. I would not say get the supporters edition. I'd say probably buy just the base game. I bought it just because I was like, I know I'm gonna play this game for a while. I knew once I started playing it that I was probably gonna play it for a while. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, I would probably just stick with the base edition, unless you just are like independently wealthy and have lots of money laying around and you want to buy the supporters edition. Without playing it though, I would probably just stick with the base. Hello, Mr. Dia. Let me chase you down, buddy. Hello, hello. Oh, let me ride you. No, come back. I want to ride you. You're gonna be my mount. There you go. Yeah, pull the trigger on it, buddy. It's a pretty fun game. It definitely, the one thing I'll warn you about, Super Cubby, it definitely lends itself more towards group play than solo play. Although you can play it solo, it just takes a little longer to do the same stuff that you would do with a group. There is actually in it a solo talent tree. So you probably want to have like a separate character that's just for solo play, and a character that is for playing with others. Because when you play with others, there's so much tech in the game that you would have to play quite a long time before you have to play quite a long time before you have the requisite skills and talents to really achieve a lot and explore a lot in the game. Why don't I use the mag lens? You can't light a torch with the mag lens, unfortunately. The torch is one thing you cannot light with a mag lens. You can only use a fire striker or a match on it. And there was no the mag lens chance outside was next to nothing. I don't think I could have got a mag lens fire going on that day. It was too cloudy. It was too cloudy and foggy. And you have to have some clear, you have to have at least a partially clear environment to be able to use the mag lens. Plus I have lots of matches. I'm not that worried about it. I don't tend to get too worried about matches. I know what you're saying though. Definitely try a mag lens fire if you're gonna light a torch. It's a good point though, Monk. It is, now that I'm thinking about it. There wasn't a big chance of that, so yeah, Solo's the jack of all trades, master of none's playstyle. Yeah. Yeah, it depends if you're going for a many-day run. But see, like right now, if I tried to start a fire right now in this weather with a mag lens, there's no chance. It's too foggy out. It's too foggy, yeah. But I'm pretty conservative on my match use anyway. I have 25 matches on me, and I have probably 100 matches stashed in the game right now that are just stashed around the world. I left matches down in the whatchamacallit, Angler's Den. Playful Living! Hey, how's it going, buddy? But yeah, if you're going for a mini-day run, the best thing to do before you ever start a fire, light a torch, anything outside, is put down a fire, see if you can get a Maglens fire going. Even if you just start it with a stick, even if you can just start it with a stick, it'll give you a flame that you can then light your torch from. So it is a very well taken point, Monk, and I appreciate you bringing that up. I tend to forget some of that stuff sometimes, so... Let's even go up the hill here. I wish it wasn't so foggy out. I hate the fog in this game more than anything. I would rather it be a blizzard than be foggy. At least with a blizzard, I can see where the freak I'm going. With the fog, it's like, no. I mean, yes, you have limited visibility in a blizzard. Don't get me wrong. But the fog just, I don't know why I hate the fog more.
I hate being cold, because I really do.
What I do, I make tons of water at those locations, easier later time not to need water. Oh yeah. Definitely make water whenever you can. If you got a fire going, make water. If you got nothing left to do at it, make water. You might as well. You will never ever come back to a place and regret that you made too much water at a certain location. What's this up here?
Damn, I'm freezing.
Well, this is kind of cool. I never knew this was up here. This is kind of a cool little place. Let's just make a fire and see if we can outweight it. Oh, jeez. Little Blind Mouse gifting out a tier 1 sub. So you can also light it with a fire striker. To Monku Strap.
Tier 1 sub to Monku Strap _.
Oh, thank you, Little Blind Mouse. 207 gift subs to the channel. Holy crud. Holy macaroni. Well, thank you, Little Blind Mouse, for gifting out that tier 1 sub to Monk. I appreciate it. And I hope, Monk, you're having a great day, and glad to have you around.
Fire.
Oh, I'm still yawny Johnny today.
Perfect.
And I actually slept pretty good last night, which is weird. I'm day 300 Interloper, going for 500, so I started getting aware of match use a bit late. Turns out you can survive hundreds of days without even lighting a match. Oh yeah, totally. That's the thing is, I think over time, Monk, I've just gotten used to using less matches. I just don't use as many matches as I used to in the game. And so I don't really, and also a lot of the early game, I'll walk with torches and stuff. I won't even have matches on me. I just want to see where we're at. Oh yeah, okay, we're right. Oh, we're right about where I thought we were. Nice. Nice. Yeah, there's hundreds of matches in the game, even on Interloper. So even on Interloper, you have a really solid chance of finding matches in a lot of different locales. Even my 700 and even my long-term dude, even the 764-day Interloper character has a few hundred matches just sitting around. So you will, I mean, in theory, yes, you can eventually run out of matches. In theory, that is going to happen because there's only a finite number of matches in the world. The good news about matches is they never decay, so you'll never ever not be able to find them. So any matches that are in the world will always be in the world. And they don't go down in condition, anything like that. So if they exist, and you're persistent, you will eventually find all the matches in the world. You just have to look in every farmhouse, outhouse, doghouse, roadhouse, whatever house, and you'll find them eventually. This is where I wanted to get. I know this place. When you play Interloper, most players only use maglens. You only use matches or flint for emergencies. I usually use matches. The flint I usually only use in an emergency. Ooh, there's a little cash over here. What's in here?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
No. Wow. 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 You give me a little loot cache box, and then you put that garbage in it. Goodness gracious. I actually use my matches quite often. I don't really shy away from using matches. Yes, birch bark is great. Birch bark is the best. Find all the matches on Bear Island. That would be kind of cool. There we go. The guy marking the spot that's just garbage to us. You like the spray paint guy? You've been putting him in games? Nice! I've started a trend. I've started an artsy trend, boys and girls. But we're gonna go down here to the climbers cave. I know where this cave's at. This one I actually have been to a lot. You can either take the back entrance through this, or you could go around and go through the front entrance. The back entrance is a one-way though. There's no way to get back out of this once you get into it. But this is the climber's cave. It's actually a warm cave too. And they have a note here. Guiding these mainland tourist climbers isn't worth all their moaning. After we hit the high meadow, I'm going to bow out. Head for the old gold mine my dad showed me. I'm already a week overdue on his trip. Boom. 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 Now, if we wanted to, the angler's den is over. The angler's den is over that way. We could go down there if we wanted to, but I'm gonna stay here for a moment and warm up real quick. So let's just actually, yeah, let's just sleep for an hour. I was thinking, should I sleep or should I just pass time? Yeah, I'm just gonna sleep for an hour. Get a little energy back. But yeah, Stumblebumble, that would be Stumblebum. That would be a great idea for an achievement. Find all the matches. That would be kind of cool. We're 48 kilos now. So this is near one of the areas you can spawn in. You can spawn over in that direction, I think it is. And then you have to come down here. HRV is like a maze. HRV takes some time to work and get around in. HRV has a lot of places that are very tricky because of all the different levels that you have to go up and down and up and down. And I think also the caves tend to throw you off because you take twists and turns in the caves and you come out of a cave in a totally different spot than you would entered it, in a totally different area from where you entered. And I think those ice caves add to that confusion that you experience in Hush River Valley. Where really there's only one cave in here. There's one cave in this zone, indoor cave, that's like that. And it just leads from a lower to an upper area. So... Ooh, cold. Ooh, cold. She's such a complainer. Jeez Louise. Such a whiner. Now, see, I could go up that rope. There's stuff up there, but I'm too heavy to climb right now, so we're gonna take the easier route. We're gonna go down to the Angler's Den one more time. I wish I could get back up to this place. I wish there was a way back up. I wish I could, like, drop a rope or something here. I wish I could drop a rope and come back up this way, but you can't. Yeah. Come on now, you're just complaining. Shush your muskies, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. The Angler's Den is right down here behind that rock. Look at that, boys and girls, we're back home! Yay! Main thing I'm doing is letting this moose hide cure.
No power in the verse can stop me.
The moose hide is the most important thing. Masquerade Gamer Girl. Welcome into the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 42% cured. 88, 99, 88, 99, 92. Grab a couple of those. And let's repair up our... Oh wow, we got a bunch of sticks here. Let's add some more sticks to the pile. All right, let's add more sticks, baby. Now people are gonna. We should probably take a guess. We should see what people think I have stick-wise there. How many sticks do I have in a pile? How many sticks does Atheenon? How many sticks does a Atheenon stick if a sticky stick could get sticked? But thank you very much, Masquerade Gamer Girl, and thank you for the first time chat as well. We'll be gentle. Can I ask what software you use to stream with? I use OBS. I've used OBS since I started streaming. But yes, I use the OBS software. It's pretty easy to use. I mean, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's perfectly good for me. So yeah, we have another, what, 24, 36, 48, 48, well, there's 24 and 30, so there's 54, 64, 66 arrows right there, or 66 matches right there. So we got a few matches, got a few. Probably don't need to carry all those stims around with me, but I just feel naked without my stims. I don't know what it is. I just feel naked without them. I'm going to leave that there, too. How many sticks would a stick man stick if a stick man could stick sticks? Exactly. Exactly my point. That's the point I was trying to make. And you summed it up beautifully. Oh, don't I have like... Oh, yeah, I have two more of those. And I got a whole bunch of birch. Okay, well, we have enough birch and maple for a little while. Oh, there's another cured maple, too. And I have an uncured maple that I need to drop. Boom. There we go. Maple down. Maple down. I'm going to put that maple up here so I don't forget about it. Boop. Do I have feathers? I got 5 freaking feathers. 5. I need 1 more feather. Do I have any arrows that are, like, in really low condition? 43%. That's still worth keeping, so... Alright, so I guess we'll just make up 1 arrow. Actually, what time of day is it? It's getting late. Let's grab our tools. You always want to use tools when you make an arrow because it takes an hour and a half with your hands, 1.12 with simple tools, and it takes 45 minutes with the red toolkits. Red toolkits are OP. They are super good. And all toolkits are overpowered, to be honest, because you can always take a toolkit and you can always repair a toolkit with itself and a piece of metal. I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna fill it up real quick. I found some lantern fuel, finally. I'm gonna leave it here. I mean, I'm not gonna take it with me or anything, but... Alright, let's repair up our rabbit hat. Alright, let's fix up our rabbit gloves. I think we need to go back to the gold mine and get our birch and maple, boys and girls. The moose hide still has quite a bit of dry time on it. The hide had 10 days, so we got over 5 game days. Over 5 game days to go on the moose hide being cured. So we might as well take advantage of it and travel back up to the gold mine, grab our birch and maple. It's probably already cured at this point, to be honest. Probably all cured and ready to go. That was a crappy piece of meat. That one I'll take with me. That one's a crappy little piece too. I'll just eat that now. That one I'll take with me. Actually, am I using the proper bow? No, I'm not. There we go. I got my DNA results. Turns out I'm only 1% indigenous North America. 46% England and Northwestern Europe, and 28% Scottish, with a small percentage of Wales, Norway, and Germany. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, Alicia. Sadly, I'm 100% Russian. Yeah, you know. See, I wonder how many years it takes before your ancestry basically fades. I mean, I guess it's important to know where you're from, but it's not like I'm from Oregon, USA. That's where I'm from. I've never been to England, never been to France, never been to certain people's underpants. But no, I've never been anywhere else. You know, for me, I'm pale skin, reddish hair. I'm 100% African. There you go. There you go. How you doing, Vibe? How's it going, my friend? I know I have some German in me, and I know on my mom's side they came from Germany a long time ago, and on my dad's side it's more English UK. So I'm an American, a mixed bag. Exactly, you're a mixed bag. Well, I mean, if you trace all of us back far enough, we all probably have a little bit of a mixed bag in us. But that's how DNA gets stronger. Look at DNA that's from the same chain that, you know, look at the royals that married back in antiquity, and their DNA kind of went sideways. It's good to have it's good to have that diverse DNA, because that strengthens the progeny, gives them good traits. All right. There's sometimes wolves up here, so we gotta be a little careful. Craziest place I've ever been to was Yakuta, Yakuta. I'm gonna say Yakuta. There's been some incest in my family tree, though. It was funny finding that album Bama in Africa. What?
It's goddamn freezing.
Okay, this is so weird. This is like the second time I've been up here and still no wolves. I wonder if these wolves only spawn like one time. And then they never spawn again. You know, there is a little place you can go down here. Genghis Khan has roughly 16 million descendants living today. I don't doubt it. Yakutia. Thank you. Even then, sometimes I can't get those things going on right. See, it's like, what is this down here? There's like this little cool little path that leads to nowhere. It's a cool little path that leads pretty much nowhere. I mean, you can come all the way up here. I guess you could skitter down that, but it's like, what is the point of this path? Was there maybe supposed to be a cave here? Who knows? Ooh. Oh, man. The operative word is yet. Yeah, that's true. The operative word is yet. But it's like, it's distinctly a path. It's not like it's there by accident. Yeah, it's so weird. The first time I come up here, there's like 4 wolves. There's not been a single wolf up here the last 2 times I've come up. I always wondered if there was a cave behind this here. Doesn't it look like there'd be one? But there's not. Oh, that's the Long Falls. I found the Long Falls, boys and girls. Why am I yawning so much? Jeez Louise. I told my daughters to go take a shower. Now I got some time to cook it while I watch and chill. Oh, nice. Well, Playful Living, we're happy to have you here watching and chilling, my friend. Maybe I should grab some more, yeah, I should. Old man beard wound. Oh! Oh my gosh. Did I not? Oh no, I put that back down. I just have a lot of fuel and stuff on me. I should have, oh, I'm just tired. It's like, why am I overweight? I thought I went and did some stuff. Back roast pork was yummy. Yum. Yum. That does sound yummy. Makes me want to go out and get a little snacky poo. I'll be right back, boys and girls. I'm gonna go get a little snack.
Man, I could use a drink.
Everybody's making me hungry on the street. Everybody's making me jealous. So I figured I'd grab some snacky stuff myself. I got my thing of dried pears from my mom. I got a little Mountain Dew. I grabbed some meat and cheese. I'm gonna have myself a hand sandwich. That's when you take the meat and you wrap it around the cheese, and then you eat it with your hand. We are in Yes Canyon. Or I am in. Oh, you're asking vibe. Just some honey ham meat and some cheese. Oh. If you switch hands, you can wrap the cheese around the meat. I could. It's a good point. All right, let's go. Oh no! Did I put the torch in the water? Oh, geez Louise. Really? So weird. Am I nude? I'm getting nude.
Sorry to carry much.
There we go. Boop. Now we're not nude anymore.
Wait. It was so cold.
I'm a nude dude. I'm not a nude dude. Not most of the time. I definitely am always a person who likes to be clothed. That I will say. I don't really like, you know, even though I live alone, it's not, you know, I like to have clothing on. You know, sure, some days I'll walk around in just some shorts or something and no shirt. Well, no, I usually like to have a shirt on too. Nope, I don't like walking around with no clothes on. I just feel uncomfortable. I know it's some weird thing, I guess, but I just feel weird about it. As a person who is allergic to apple, I have learned that you can use pears and apples alternatively. What is the taste of a pear? It's best to use an apple that isn't tart. Interesting. No, that's good. That's good news to know. That's good stuff to know there, Jarl. Oh, we got a little more coal here. Let's grab that. Quote of the Jarl fact: Atheenon is not the tech support you're looking for. That is so true. I am not the tech support you're looking for. Never have been, never will be. Just deal with it. If you're looking to me for tech support, you are in bad shape. Oh, I guess I could keep that torch. Or I could just yeet the torch. Whee! Alright. Give you guys night vision because it is a wee bit dark out here. Jarl fact, undisputed. I'm actually going to travel down to the miners' camp here and just sleep for a little bit. Actually, you know, we could just go. I don't need to go to the miners' camp. Forget that. Forget that, Balderall.
Jeez, this is cold.
We're just gonna go. Forget about it. Exactly. Forget about it. All right, we'll have watch a Christmas film with the hubby. Which one are you gonna watch? Say White Christmas. Say White Christmas. Say White Christmas. I love White
So
Christmas.
cold.
I'm
late.
dreaming of a white Christmas. Claus? Oh, that's a good one too. I bet my snow shelter's already ruined. Snow shelters go bad so fast. Yep, ruined. It sucks how quickly they get ruined. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Krampus. Too early for Die Hard. Yeah, it's too early for Die Hard. Die Hard's something that you have to just you know, you have to have that at a certain time. What is your favorite survival game other than Long Dark? You know, probably I'd say Subnautica. Subnautica's one that I really enjoy. It's kind of it is a survival game. It has a little bit of a story and stuff to go with it, but I really love Subnautica. From front to start, Subnautica is an amazing, amazing game. Hey, at least at night you can't see down and get scared by the height. So I'd say Subnautica. Oh, the second one sucks. The second one sucks. First one's great. Second one... But yeah, the first Subnautica was just an amazing game. Amazing game, amazing achievement. I like to curl and watch Home Alone 2. No, I like to watch Home Alone. Home Alone 2 was okay. It wasn't that great, though. Wasn't that great, though, really. But, no, Subnautica's great. I really enjoy that one. There's a lot of games out there I've really enjoyed, though. Survival wise, Flame in the Flood.
Stop me.
The Flame in the Flood was a really fun one. It kind of has a little bit of a content issue as far as like just not enough for long term. But thank you for the follow there as well, Calanis. But Flame in the Flood was really fun. Green Hell was okay. I just wasn't big into the cannibals. And Green Hell kind of punishes you for moving from one place to another. It takes a while to reestablish a base and stuff, and you have to find the blueprints and stuff. The Tetris backpack is what really put me off of Green Hell. Hey, Longshot Plays, how you doing? Thank you for the following there, Izza. Appreciate that. Good night, hello. Well, hello, Longshot Plays, boys and girls. We have a minor celeb, in the channel right now. In my friend Longshot Plays. He is, I believe he's partnered with Clay, the guys who make Don't Starve, Oxygen Not Included. Big Don't Starve player. Go check him out sometime. If you like Don't Starve, Longshot Plays is your man. He's your man with the plan. So go give him a follow. Go give him some love. Go check him out sometime when he's on. He won't be stumbling around in the dark like me. He'll be plowing through everything. He'll be plowing through it all. Oh, this is Wolfjaw Overlook. Okay. But yes, go give him some love, boys and girls. I made my wife play Subnautica on Xbox with our environment lighting on TV. It made water ripples all over the walls. You see, my wife loves horror, scary games. She's deathly afraid of water where you cannot see the bottom. So she was freaking out and ended up continuing playing. Oh, wow. When she felt she ended up continuing to play it when she felt the urge to be spooked. Yeah, see, I thoroughly enjoyed Subnautica. Subnautica is fine once you get past the once you get past the fear of the water, it's not that bad. When the fear of the water is gone, it's sort of like think of like Icarus, where we have no breathable oxygen on the planet, you know? That's what you got. You did not mention Don't Starve. You should give it you did not mention Don't Starve. You should give it a try. I tried Don't Starve, actually. I couldn't get into it. I could barely stand. I don't know what it is about the perspective view in Don't Starve. I don't like that perspective view on games. I never have. I struggled with, as much as I like Flame in the Flood, I struggled with it in that game as well. I just, for whatever reason, my brain does not latch onto that kind of a perspective in a game, especially in a game where you're moving all the time. Now, for something like XCOM 2, that perspective is fine because you aren't really moving. You're mainly using it to kind of look around and see where things are on the map. And so you don't really move with that perspective. But to actually be playing in that perspective, I just couldn't get into it. I don't know what it is. It just my brain just does not function with it. I like watching it. I just can't I can't move around in it myself very easily. Oh, the struggle when you're drowning, yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun in Subnautica. But, you know, I see the appeal of Don't Starve, because I've really enjoyed Longshot watching some of your plays, as well as a few other streamers play it. It's just one I could never play. It's sort of like how I have an outside appreciation for oh wow. I have an outside appreciation for like battle royale games. I enjoy watching them, but I know I'd never be any good at them. I know I'm not any good at them, so I don't play them. But yeah, Subnautica. Damn, that's a great game. I will be playing another run through of Subnautica this next year. I try to play Subnautica once a year. I do a once a year, you know, run back into Subnautica. Look at this. I got a whole jar, a whole mason jar full of dried pears, boys and girls. My mom gave me a whole jar full. Pear hype. She made these on 9/21. This jar, she made this jar. My mom's one of those that always labels. She always labels her jars, so she knows when she made them. Because my mom has a ton of dried food stuff. And if you want the recipe for the dried pears, in the About section below, at the very bottom of the About section is the Atheenon dried pear recipe, boys and girls. They're not that difficult to make yourself. You could make them in your own home. We must go deeper. It's lots of fun. It's like, we don't starve art. It's like Star Trek. And 20,000 leagues under the sea blended together. It is. But Flame in the Flood's really fun too. If you haven't tried Flame in the Flood, it's usually pretty cheap. The story, the campaign part of it is really fun, but the open world is kind of fun too. So, definitely recommend Flame in the Flood. There's another one called, I put it up on Facebook on my list of stuff. I think, Miss Candela actually introduced me to the to the game. Really? Seriously? Facebook sucks so bad. I do not want to create a post. Jeez Louise. Wow. They've changed the whole... They've changed the whole way Facebook looks now. God, it's horrible. Good God, it's horrible. Wow. But there's one called God, I'm trying to think of what it is. Is it Submerged? I think it's Submerged. Yeah, Submerged. Oh, it's not on sale anymore. God, Submerged was like $1.99. It's still worth I honestly think it's still worth 20 bucks. Submerged is a fun game though. Miss Candela turned me on to that one. I played that one actually twice now. It's pretty fun. Overshot. Overshot. I'm taking a higher. I'm shooting up higher because in this game actually has less less arrow drop than Icarus does. Icarus has more arrow drop in it. I've learned you have to aim pretty high in Icarus to get something. Now see if we can hit the rabbit here. Oh yeah! Woo! Let's go!
If I can drop any of this gear.
Hey, Marian, how you doing? Jonas, how are you? I always try to say the first part of your name, and I always screw it up, so we just say Jonas. Deer jerky I ate as a kid. An old man whose wife used to babysit me in the summer made deer jerky. Nice. I sold it for $5 a Ziploc bag. It's good stuff. Deer. That'd be my favorite stuff we would get is the deer and the elk jerky. If my dad was actually successful and got a deer or elk, we'd get deer or elk jerky, and it was like, yes. But yes, Submerged is a really good game. There's no like voice acting in it or anything really. The game is all done with pictures, but you basically you're sailing around the world trying to save the city you're sailing around, trying to save your brother. And you're finding ingredients for him that'll help him get healed. And you also have buildings, like buildings from the old world that you're climbing. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun little game. It's got a few puzzles in it. Pretty cool. It's not fighting or anything like that, so... Yeah, but Submerged is a really great game. I really liked Life is Strange, the first one. Life is Strange, I thought was really good. I haven't liked any of the ones since then. I thought Before the Storm was kind of meh. Because... meh. It was basically I think the thing that set Life is Strange apart from all the other ones is that the girl had superpowers. She could rewind time and do things. That's what set it apart. I mean, yes, the character development was cool. The story was cool. But she had freaking superpowers. And you got another go at things. That's what made Life is Strange, the original one, such a good game. And the ones after that were just kind of like, man, they're okay. I didn't really like the one with the two brothers from Seattle or whatever. I just kind of got bored of. I never even finished it. I started that one, but I never finished it. You want to take your shoes off because it's water in here. But the first Life is Strange, definitely worth a playthrough. Just don't get your expectations up that the follow-ups are going to be anything like it. And if you really want to get a full experience, I would recommend getting Life is Strange Before the Storm and playing Before the Storm before you play Life is Strange. Because Life is Strange Before the Storm is actually the prequel to Life is Strange. And if you play Life is Strange Before the Storm, before you play Life is Strange, it'll actually give you some depth into the characters that you're playing, and without ruining anything.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
So Life is Strange Before the Storm, if you're gonna play them both, you want to play Before the Storm before Life is Strange.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Why must you tempt me like this? Oh, yeah, I'm not trying to tempt you or nothing. I'm not trying to tempt you. Why would I tempt you? Would I do that? I wouldn't do that, would I? Would be cool on Long Dark if you got a specific benefit for playing either Will or Astrid. Oh, totally. We've talked about that before. Where, like, both of them would have, like, some unique benefit that goes with them. Maybe Will would be a little stronger. Astrid would be a little more agile. You know, something along those lines where they each have a unique benefit that would go with their character. That would be cool. And perhaps healing, yep. And Will, maybe Will, since Will kind of lives out in the bush, maybe Will would be better at, like, starting fires initially or something. But Astrid would maybe be better at, maybe Astrid would be better at crafting medicine stuff, and it would take less. Maybe Astrid would have the benefit of it only taking one mushroom or two bandage things to make a bandage or something. I don't know. They'd have to be little, they could be major things, but they could be cool.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I already took that dude's stuff. But yeah, it would be kind of cool if they did that. Kind of cool if they did it. Well, you know, also vibes, if I'm ever able to encourage somebody to play a game that I've enjoyed, I feel my work is done. I feel that I have accomplished my goal. And that is introducing a game to another person that I enjoyed. And, you know, that's what we used to do all the time, though. You think back in the day, before the days of the interwebs, you know, we used to be like, dude, you gotta play so-and-so on, you know, Nintendo, or N64, and Super Nintendo, or whatever. You know, it was all word of mouth back then. It was like there was not a huge internet that was telling us what was out there, and there weren't people streaming on Twitch telling us, hey, I really enjoyed this game or that game. You know, it's very interesting. So now I'm still doing the same thing. 20, 30 years later, I'm still doing the same thing. I'm recommending games to friends, and believe me, I've been the recipient of a lot of recommendations as well. I wouldn't be playing Icarus today if not for viewers coming in and asking me about it. And being like, hey, are you gonna play Icarus? And I was like, probably not. I was like, nah, probably not. I mean, at that time, I was like, no, I'm probably not gonna play it. I got too much other stuff going on. And then I looked at it and I was like, okay, maybe I do have to play this. I think the thing I like most about Icarus is I like the way it does the multiplayer. I like the way it reminds me. Icarus multiplayer reminds me very much of State of Decay 2's multiplayer, where The people are basically joining your world. They can hang around for a mission. You can mess around and do stuff, but you could then, I mean, theoretically, you could go and just play your multiplayer character as a solo character if you wanted to. I'd recommend probably making a solo character for solo play, but you could do it theoretically.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
It's just a very cool way they've done it, and I applaud them for that. It's a cool. I like the tech tree that they have. I like the talents, the different talents that they offer you in the game. I think the game overall is just it's a very good game. Which is I hated seeing the servers go down yesterday. I should play the Forest. Yes, I should play the Forest. No, I've played the Forest. I've played the Forest. The Forest is a decent dated game. The Forest is very dated. I'm interested. I might play the Son of the Forest when it comes out. The Forest to me just was like, and people are gonna hate me for saying this. The Forest to me is an old enough game now that I'm playing early access games that have better graphics and better gameplay than the Forest had. For its time, I'm sure the Forest was a revolutionary, very cool game. But it is dated. And I don't really like the zombies. I don't really like the flesh-eating nasty guys. But there's better early access stuff that's out there. Oh, you mean now? Stop everything and play it? Nah, it's okay. I think it's not even the zombies, Alicia. It's just zombies were just so pounded into us for like 5 years that I just got tired of it after a while. You know how when something comes out and it's like cool, and then everybody else wants to duplicate it and make their own cool universe. Well, look at what happened with Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones came out, and now everybody wants to have their own thing. Foundation series, or not Foundation series, Wheel of Time, and The Witcher, and all these other shows are coming out that they're gonna oversaturate it eventually. They haven't reached that point yet. I really like The Witcher. I've actually been watching Wheel of Time. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's pretty well acted. I enjoyed the first Wheel of Time book that I read, so I'm sort of familiar with the story in sort of a arm's distance kind of sense. I'm familiar with the story, but yeah, it's not been too bad yet. We'll see down the road what they do with it, but it's not been too horrible. Well, Game of Thrones, the early seasons of Game of Thrones were so good. And Witcher would never have been made if Game of Thrones wasn't such a success. Let's just be honest about it. Yes, Game of Thrones. After about season 3, I kind of lost interest in Game of Thrones. It kind of went downhill. Well, at least he makes stuff. At least the guy making Witcher makes stuff. George R.R. Martin will never ever finish the Game of Thrones series, ever. That series will he will die before that series is ever completed, which is sad. But yeah, I had a hard time. I struggled through the game. I struggled through Game of Thrones. I struggled through Game of Thrones. That first book, I struggled through that one. It was a tough read. Tough read. A lot of world building. Lots of world building. Very tough read, though. Yeah, Robert Jordan died before it was done. Didn't his son finish up Wheel of Time? Didn't his son finish it up or something? Does George R.R. Martin have any? Those of us who are big fans of fantasy series can thank gods for proving that it can be profitable to make them. Yeah, you can thank Game of Thrones for proving it can be profitable to him. Yeah. Well, the thing is though, the danger with that is that the stuff gets oversaturated and then it just kind of gets garbage. Then it turns to garbage. You know, I like. Don't get me wrong. I love The Witcher. I love The Witcher TV show, the Witcher Netflix series. I cannot wait for the next one to come out. Can't wait for the next one to come out. I'm excited for the next one to come out. But that being said, you know, unfortunately, franchises get killed sometimes by stuff. Beware of what you love becoming popular. I feel it's unfair to compare Wheel of Time to Game of Thrones. The only thing they have in common is the genres. No, I'm just saying though that what I was saying is that Game of Thrones really gave a launching platform and sort of gave the green light thumbs up to a lot of companies who basically would reluctantly put out science fiction stuff to actually make giant science fiction things, where before they'd be very reluctant to do so. It was never, they never really, the companies always kind of poo-pooed the idea that science fiction stuff was going to be a profitable type enterprise for them to engage in, which honestly it does have to be. And I think it started with Lord of the Rings being as popular as it was. I think Lord of the Rings as a movie being as popular as it was really kicked things off. And then there was a lot of stuff that followed it, but Game of Thrones was like the first breakout. Like, I mean, Game of Thrones was watched by so many people. It was the water cooler talk show that everybody was watching. Everybody sort of had an idea of what was going on for like months and months and months, and you know, it was the thing. Well, like it or hate the show, it was the thing for a long time. Even people who were not into Game of Thrones knew what was going on in Game of Thrones. And, you know, it gave the nod for everybody else to start putting stuff out. And you know, other things have come out from other studios because they all want to make their own Game of Thrones, I guess. So, you're more excited for Book of Boba Fett than Witcher Season 2? See, I'm excited for Witcher Season 2. Book of Boba Fett, well, Star Wars is just dead to me anyway, so I mean, Mandalorian was okay. It was a lot of good fan service, and I enjoyed that. And of course, Mandalorian ended really well, but now they aren't going to have Mandalorian around anymore. And honestly, Boba Fett, let's just be real, Boba Fett was a fan-created phenomena. I was sort of on the fence with Boba Fett in the day anyway. To me, Boba Fett, I liked him. He was okay. But he wasn't like, I wasn't a big gaga over him. But, yeah, I'm gonna watch, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna watch Book of Boba Fett. But I am more excited but see, this is the fun thing about nerds, Akita. I'm more excited about Witcher 2 than Book of Boba Fett. See? Fight! And then we go, okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you're excited for your thing, and I'm excited for my thing, so... You're judging me a little. See, I've lost so much respect for Star Wars, though. I've lost massive interest in Star Wars. I used to be so fanatically interested in Star Wars, and I'm not anymore. Makes me sad. Makes me sad. Makes me sad. I wish I was more into Star Wars. I wish they could actually give me a quality product, and I keep hoping. And maybe Akita, this will be the one. Maybe Book of Boba Fett will be the one that proves me wrong. Maybe it will revive my love of Star Wars once and for all. Like the love I have for Black Man PL. The love I have for Black Man PL coming in and giving us some love and giving us a host and raid. How you doing, man? How's it going, buddy? But yeah, I mean, for me, the new Star Wars is just not that great. I'm an OG Star Wars fan. Mandalorian was good fan service. Especially second season of Mandalorian was really good fan service. And the new season, especially when they brought back Luke Skywalker because they realized what a debacle they made of Luke in the new Star Wars movies. They realized how much they screwed him up, and they just absolutely cut off his everything. So, you know, they did a good job bringing him back and actually giving us the Luke Skywalker that all of us knew and loved and looked up to as children. So, you're a prequel fan, so it's okay. Hey, you know, the prequels, you know, if nothing else, the new trilogy of the movie, the new trilogies have given me a lot more respect for the prequels.
Oh, lucky day.
I look back now on the prequels with semi-fondness. I'm not saying they were great, but I look back on them with semi-fondness. And I go, you know what? The prequels, they were actually not that bad. They were actually not that bad. Judge me, if George Lucas has outsourced the dialogue writing, it would have been better. Well, yeah. No. That's the thing, is the prequels suffered from here's the thing I think the prequels suffered from. They suffered from Jar Jar Binks, him wanting to make a new Ewok or a new cool little funny character, and it suffered from very bad writing. Lucas should have given. I totally agree. Did I see the new Dune? I love the new Dune. Oh god, the new Dune was awesome. I loved the new Dune. It was. I thought the new Dune was really good. I'm not a Herbert fan. I'm not a Dune. I'm not like a Dune fan from long ago. I mean, I did love the original Dune movie with Patrick Stewart, Sting. I did love that original Dune movie, but it's not like I'm a big Dune fan. But I really enjoyed the new Dune movie. Really did. Yeah, there was a lot of cringy dialogue in the prequels. The story, looking back now, the story's pretty dang good. The story's pretty dang good. And it's hard to do a prequel. It's hard to do a prequel because everybody knows where the story, especially with something like that, everybody knew kind of where the story had to go. We didn't know exactly how it was going to get there, but we kind of knew where the story had to go. But yeah, I mean, the prequels are good. So Smelly Fries, we are on day 120. We just got down from the gold mine. We went back up there to grab our stuff and things. We're cooking up some deer meat here. We're right by the moose cave. Actually, I'm going to go dump all this stuff up in the moose cave while that meat cooks. And we're waiting for our moose hide to cure so we can fix our moose hide satchel. But yeah, I mean, Jar Jar was, Jar Jar Binks was like a bad idea. The vision was there, it just wasn't executed real well. Well, he was directed to be that way. Hayden Christensen got a lot of crap for that. And it's sad that he did, but unfortunately, that's what happens. That's what happens when you're an actor. You get the acclaim when you're an adult pretender. You get the acclaim for being great when someone's directing you great, and you get the criticism for being awful when someone is directing you awfully. Sorry. That's what you get for being an adult pretender. I stole that, by the way. E2 episode 2 is much better than episode 1. See, I actually liked the episode 3. I mean, the one thing I will say about the prequels is the prequels had some great lightsaber duels in them. Like actual good lightsaber duels. Actual good lightsaber duels in it. Yeah, episode 3 is if you just cut out the Anakin Padme scenes, yeah. Oh, I loved it when he became Dark Helmet at the end, going, no! I would have liked to see him go, so, Obi-Wan, I see your Schwartz is as big as mine, but how well do you handle it? So, Princess Vespa, you thought you could outwit the imperious forces of planet Spaceballs. Well, you were wrong. You are now our prisoner and will be held until such time as all the air is transferred from your planet to ours. Spaceballs! It's Mega Meg, sir. She's gone from suck to blow. Stop the countdown! I can't, sir. It's irreversible. Damn it, like my raincoat. There's so many good lines from that movie. There's so many good lines from Spaceballs. Come on. What's your name? Barf. Not in here. This is a Mercedes. Well, my full name is Bartholomew. But every fault Anakin had in E2-3 was far better than Kylo Ren. Oh, Kylo Ren was horrible. Kylo Ren was like that weird emo kid that always acts out and gets like super angry about every little like thing that goes wrong in the world because it's just not fair. Damn it. It's not fair. It's just like, oh my god. I mean, the worst thing they ever did for Kylo Ren's character is honestly, he seemed like a little bit of a douchebag before he took his helmet off, but, you know, every actor in Hollywood now has such a huge freaking ego that they can't take that they have to leave, you know, that they have to take the helmets off. Why do you think in the Marvel movies, everybody's taking their freaking helmets off all the time? In the middle of battles. Because they want to have their face out there. You know who doesn't do that? You know who did one of the best superhero things of all time, and it's not really a superhero, but I count it as a superhero, is Carl Urban in Dredd. Carl Urban in Dredd never showed his face one time. Because you know what? Dredd never shows his face. In the comic, you never see his face. And Carl Urban squashed down his ego and went, you know what? I'm playing this character the way it's meant to be. I'm not going to be like Sylvester Stallone and have to have my face out there for everybody to see when I'm playing Dredd. Because Dredd does not take his helmet off. Period. Doesn't happen. Or if he does, it's off screen. And they should have done that with Kylo Ren. They should have never taken his helmet off. Because once they took it off, I was just like, ooh, that's cringy. It's like the cringe factor just set in. It was like, oh god, it's cringy emo boy. Yeah, I liked and Hux will never be Tarkin. No, Hux will never be Tarkin. Who could ever upstage the guy? I can't even remember the guy's name. Who was the guy who played Tarkin? God, it's slipping my mind. I know his name and I can't think of it. I know when somebody puts it up there, I'll be like, yes, that's it. But the guy who played Tarkin, you could never replace him. Hux will never be him. Hux will never be him. Rey was a character I liked more because of how much my preteen daughter loved her. Remind me of how much I loved Luke as a kid. Kylo inspired no one. It didn't. You know, the thing is, Mark Wars, it didn't even. You know, if they wanted to make Kylo like akin to Darth Vader and Rey akin to Luke Skywalker, great. Okay, that's perfect. There was in no way that I felt any menace ever from Kylo Ren. Darth Vader, you always felt that quiet menace from him. Kylo Ren was just angsty, crappy teenager that just actually needed his daddy to give him a good spanking. He needed a good spanking and sent to his bed without dinner. That's what needed to happen. Darth Vader had that menace to him. Darth Vader had that silent power about him. All he had to do was stand there and people were crapping their britches. He didn't have to do anything. And that was the thing. And Kylo felt, the Kylo character felt like he was always trying to prove something, which maybe that's what they were wanting to do. Maybe that's what they were wanting to pull off. It's a poor character arc because he had no character arc. And as much as I know some people love Rey, Rey was a hollow character too. Rey was always the best at everything she did. She fixed the Millennium Falcon. She grew up on a desert planet scavenging wrecked vehicles. Yet she fixed the Millennium Falcon and threw it in Han Solo's face. At that moment, I instantly hated her. I did. I was kind of on the fence with her flying the Millennium Falcon in the first place. But in that instant where she holds up the thing, goes, I bypassed the something compressor. Look at that. At that moment, I was just like, oh, I'm done. I checked out of her. I checked out of her at all. I was just like, no. Sorry. I'm done with her. I'm done with you. You're mocking my hero. You're mocking Han Solo. Oh. You're mocking him. This made me sad. Yeah, she's a Mary Sue. She's a Mary Sue. Everybody loves her. Even her enemies love her. Everybody loves her. She's really good at everything she does right at the first go. She's the best pilot. She's the best fighter. She's the best at the Force. She learns how to use the Force with nobody teaching her at all. How many times in all the other movies did we hear Jedi talking about, untrained Jedi being the most dangerous thing in the world? That an untrained Jedi was something they wanted to avoid because generally untrained Jedis led to the dark side. And they did everything they could in their power to train them. And there was stuff that Jedis could not learn. They had stuff that they couldn't learn without being trained. I don't know. Everything just came too easy to her. Too easy to her. Darth Vader was just a villain. Yeah, Darth Vader was a villain, and he was a villain because he was a villain. But, they started to give him more backstory and stuff. They started to enhance his story and make him more of a... Luke at least had lines like, but I want to go to Tashi Station for more power converters. Did I nail that one, Mark Horse? Did I get it? Did I get that one? I hope I did. They wanted her to be Ariana Yoda. Yeah, they did want her to be Ariana Yoda. And that's fine. They can write the story however they want, But, I like my characters with arcs to them, though. I like a character to be beaten down, like in the greatest Star Wars movie ever, Empire Strikes Back. I like a character to hit a low, like Luke Skywalker hitting that. Where not only does he learns the truth about Darth Vader being his father. And see, that's the thing is I think a lot of people take that as being the big takeaway from that. The big takeaway from that moment is that at that moment he feels like Obi-Wan lied to him. He feels betrayed. He doesn't feel amazed that Darth Vader's his father. I don't think anyway. The way I read that is that in that moment he feels betrayed by not only Obi-Wan but Yoda as well, who he suddenly realizes they knew all along that Darth Vader was his father. And so he feels that betrayal. And not only that, then he loses his hand. And not only that, but Han Solo's now frozen in carbonite. not only that, but everything's going sideways. Everything's going wrong. So, well, Blackman PL, you notice they haven't rushed to put out a whole lot more Star Wars stuff. How many Star Wars things were supposed to come out this year? How many new Star Wars shows and Star Wars things did they have slated? And how many of those are coming out now? Book of Boba Fett is the next thing out. I mean, I think they kind of got the they kind of got the clue. They kind of got the clue. And they're like, you know what, Mando did good for us. So let's go ahead and you know, just we'll put out Book of Boba Fett. I think people will be okay with that. Book of Boba Fett, MS3, Obi-Wan, Ashoka, Rangers of the Republic. Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot that was supposed to come out. And a lot of it just got pushed back or scrapped. And honestly, I look at being pushed back as scrapped. But they got the message. They're hurting. Did you see how much money Disney lost this year? That's what happens, Disney. That's what happens. So what I told you is true from a certain point of view. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know. That was the worst line. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, your personal takes, the new movies are not moving forward. Yeah, that's the thing, Blackman PL. They aren't really moving forward. That's the sad thing. They aren't moving forward in any substantial way. In any way that brings more people into the fold. Oh, God, did I forget? I forgot my bedroll up there. That's okay. I mean, I have a bed here, but I'll have to go back for my bedroll. Ah! Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, it's hard to find Angler's Den if you're not looking for it. If you don't know where it is, it's behind that rock. Yep, behind the rock. Pedro Pascal took the Last of Us movie. Oh God, I wonder how that's gonna be. I wonder how fans are gonna react to that after Last of Us 2. Is anybody gonna care about the Last of Us movie? Is the Last of Us movie... Okay, I'm unfamiliar with the Last of Us franchise. All I know about the Last of Us franchise is there's a lot of people who love Last of Us 1, and there's a whole lot more people that return Last of Us 2. So that's all I know of it. I'm not saying anything one way or the other, bad or good about it, because I've never played it. I've never had any experience with it. So I'm not familiar with the franchise other than knowing that there was a lot of controversy around it. And I've heard Last of Us 1 is the greatest, is a great story, and you have to play Last of Us 1. I've heard Last of Us you have to play. And at the same time, I've heard Last of Us 2 stay away from. So I don't know what to go with on it. But I heard there's a certain character that is immediately, unceremoniously, and ruthlessly axed at the beginning of Last of Us 2 that pissed a lot of people off. That's what I know about it. Have I ever seen Cowboy Bebop? I have watched the first 5 episodes of Cowboy Bebop. Not the live action one. I've heard that's absolute shite. But I've watched the animated one, and the animated one's really good. The animated one's really good. I'm really enjoying the stories in it so far. I mean, it's wacky and weird and out there, but it's cool, wacky, weird, and out there. It's got a very the anime. I intend to. I'm very slow. Oh, jeez. I'm very slow at watching stuff. Blackman PL. Your dad was laughing at the live action because it was so bad. Well, I've heard so much bad stuff about the live action one. But yeah, I never got involved in The Last of Us because it's a console-only game. So, Garth Edwards, Rogue One's need to direct another Star Wars piece. Rogue One was a good movie. Rogue One was a little the only not real complaint, Rogue One, the last 30 to 45 minutes of Rogue One were outstanding. The beginning of Rogue One moved a little slow for my taste. I understand they were trying to set up a lot of characters though, so I understand that. A lot of unknown characters. So I do understand that, but it was a little slow moving in the beginning, but the last 30 minutes, and especially the last, let's just be honest, the last 5 minutes of Rogue One were, without a doubt, it made me feel like a 12-year-old boy again. It made me feel like a 12-year-old boy again. The moment I saw the smoke at the end of the corridor and a red lightsaber come out, it was like, oh my god, they are doing it. They are doing it. And then they actually gave us, they gave us a Darth Vader like we've never seen before. And I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it for you if you haven't seen Rogue One by now. I don't know what to tell you. But that end scene with Darth Vader just, I mean, there was one guy, it's interesting. If you watch back that scene, there's one guy that gets cut down by Darth Vader, and one of the guys that's sitting there like pointing guns, he just like gets up and he just has like this horrified look on his face. It was just great. It was like, he's just basically just like, he's like, I just dookied in my pants, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, because Darth Vader's now standing in front of me. I mean, it was great. It was great. Oh, BK, I've watched a bunch of 7 Days to Die stuff. It looks awesome. The new skins look really good. The new zombie skins look really good. I actually liked the environmental skins they added onto stuff. I don't like the new frame block. The new frame block being the white block, I hope they go back to the old style. It just looks crappy. But no, it's good. It's not spoiling for me. I've watched some of the 7 Days to Die players, so. And I'm not spoiling anything. They put new skins on stuff. It looks really good. They added new POIs. It looks really good. Nothing else. I don't want to hear more. Okay, nothing else. Nothing else, then. The Han Solo movie was better than E7, episode 7 and 9. Episode 7 to 9. Yeah, Han Solo was pretty decent. I didn't have... I know some people had a problem with the Han Solo movie. I didn't really have a problem with it. I mean, it was... okay. It's not Harrison Ford. It's like having a Rocky Balboa movie without Sylvester Stallone. It's like having a Terminator movie without a young Arnold Schwarzenegger. That doesn't work real well for me. Good God, the storm just keeps going and going. I kept hoping it would just pass. How much does one moose hide repair the coat? Oh, quite a lot. Right now, my coat is at 65%, and it will repair the whole thing. Poor old Arnold, I know. I know, Blackman PL. Poor old Arnold. They turned him into Arnold the Draper. He's a Draper apologist. He's a Draper apologist now, boys and girls. I heard somebody review it as that. They turned Arnold into a Draper apologist. That's what our Terminator, that's what they basically took our Terminator, our big tough Terminator, and turned him into a Draper apologist. And it kind of pissed me off a little bit. Especially when they come in first thing. I'm sorry, Dark Fate, was the most recent one? Dark Fate is an atrocious piece of garbage. It's an atrocious piece of garbage. It basically undid every thing that Sarah Connor ever struggled for by just killing John in the first 5 minutes. It's like, are you serious? This is where you want to go. So they can put in some protagonist I care nothing about and make her the bestest ever. She's the bestest. That's just so annoying. Yeah, the new one was horrible. That was a horrible movie. It was very cringy. Let's just put it that way. It wasn't horrible. It was cringy as all get out. Is to basically take everything. I mean, so for me, there's 2 Terminator movies. Terminator 1, Terminator 2. There's not really a good Terminator movie since. They've tried, and they try to reboot it all the time, because they want that. See, the funny thing is, I read the Terminator comic books. The Terminator comic books were actually really good. What is up with Hollywood that they can't take good stories that are already written, and put them into the movies? Why do they have to come up with their own stuff? Are they that full of themselves? Okay, I'm answering my own question. Yes, they are that full of themselves. They've been sniffing their own farts for too long. Why can't they take the stories, though? I mean, there are some great... You look back at some of the Dark Horse comics that they did for Terminator, there are some amazing stories in those. Amazing stories that continue on from the movies and are really well written and really well done, and would have made some great movies if they wanted to do them. They would have made some really good movies. But yeah, they should have stopped at T2. That should have been the last one. Should have been the last one. Logius, how are you doing, my friend? Hello, and welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Sorry I'm ranting and raving about stuff. You're off to grind some Blizzard Walker? All right. Have some fun in Blizzard Walker. Sorry I'm griping and moaning about movies and stuff. T3 didn't add a lot. No, it didn't really add anything. T3 did not add very much at all. T3 was a grab at more money in the franchise. And see, I know a lot of people like Predator 2, but I personally, for me, there's only one Predator movie. And that's the first one. You don't... it's like having a Die Hard movie without Bruce Willis. It's like a Predator without Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. Just isn't that good. I wouldn't want to see a Die Hard without Bruce in it. I mean, as bad as some of the Die Hard movies got, I wouldn't want it without... Well, Die Hard movies got bad when they changed them to PG-13. Which, honestly, I think is the biggest problem with Hollywood right now. Is they want to make everything so accessible. Remember back in the 80s when we had rated R movies? Rated R. All the time. It's like you went to a movie theater and it was like 4 rated R movies, 2 PG movies, and a G movie. You know, but there was a lot of rated R movies. Rated R for violence, rated R for, you know, cussing. You know, everything's got to be so sanitized now, because who can stand a rated R movie? That's why Logan was so good. It was rated R. Oh, Alien 3 was horrible. I'm sorry. It was like, yeah, it was like Alien 3. Where they kill off Ripley. They don't even give Ripley an honorable death. In Alien 3, didn't she die in cryo sleep? Did they wake everybody up and go, yeah, Ripley died in cryo sleep. Sorry. Whoopsie. I think that's what isn't that what it was, Black Man PL? They just killed Ripley off in cryo sleep. They didn't even give her like a good death or anything like that. This went, whoopsie, she died in cryo sleep. Sorry about that. Such a cheap out. Cheap out. Gonna go watch Interstellar. Oh, Interstellar's good. The only problem I had with Interstellar was I know they did it on purpose, was the volume mix. Volume mix on Interstellar was bad. They need to tone that stuff down a little bit. But no, Interstellar is a great movie. Enjoy. Interstellar is a lot of fun. I really like how they deal with the black holes and stuff in Interstellar. It's very, very, very cool. And I'm not a big, like, Matthew McConaughey fan either, so... For me, it was like, okay, I'll give it a try. Give it a try. Oh, okay, I'm at 44 kilos.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, we're still good. We're still good. I wish it gave you the option in your menu to choose which bow you wanted. I wish it gave you that option. It doesn't. If you go over here and pick a bow, it'll pick your best bow. If you automatically equip your bow, it'll pick your best bow. If you want to use your crappy bow, you have to go in and specifically click on it and click use, and use your and click it and choose your best bow to play with. Sad thing is, anymore, it's just hard for them to start a franchise. Starting a franchise is their dream. Yet they're so bankrupt on ideas right now that a lot of it is all they're doing is retreading old stuff. About the only movie I've seen recently that I would say, and it's even a retread of stuff, but original interesting story, was Ghostbusters Afterlife. And even Ghostbusters Afterlife is a reboot, in a way, of the Ghostbusters franchise. I just would love to see people come out with new ideas. Like, remember when stuff like Pan's Labyrinth would come out? Brand different spanking movie. Pan's Labyrinth is awesome, by the way. If you've never seen Pan's Labyrinth, go watch it. It is a fascinating freaking movie. It is dubbed, or subtitled, so if you got a problem with that, you might not want to watch it. But it is a great movie. Pan's Labyrinth is amazing. Amazing, amazing movie. I just wish they could come up with some new franchises. Instead of killing all of our good franchises that we love, that we hold dear. Oh, I got a little bit of stem. That's weird. I got a little dried pear stem there. I was like, that seems a little crunchy for a pear. And it was crunchy for a pear. It was a little pear stem. Hey, that's what happens when you eat homemade stuff, boys and girls. Sometimes you get the stems. I don't stuff in them. You can't watch Matthew McConaughey after seeing him in Assless Chaps and Magic Mike. See, I've never seen Magic Mike, so I don't have to worry about that. I did see the full Monty. That was actually pretty funny. The region best for blizzards is Bleak Inlet. Yes. Sometimes the stems get you. They do. They do sometimes get you. Got it. So.
Did I say I hate being cold?
Yes, you have many
really
times.
Do.
Many times you've said that. You've said that over and over and over and over and over. Athless chap. Hey, those are going to be going up. Those are going to be going up on the OnlyFans site with the wolf skin thong very soon. The Athless chaps. There is no OnlyFans. There is no wolfskin thong. There's only that merchandise up there, which is awesome and amazing, and you should go check it out. Love it, buy some, and wear it. Put up pictures on Discord of it. Give me, give me some indication that you got it, and I would love to see it on you. So In fact, I'm wearing my Athpack member shirt right now. That's my Athpack member shirt I got. Boom, baby. So she now has a line of assless pajamas. Really? Really? Yes, my chair is also wearing a Canadian toque. Yes. My chair is "Oh Canada, oh Canada." Whatever. I don't know the song. I don't know the song for Canada. I don't know the Canada national anthem. I'm not Canadian. Something about "Oh Canada," but I don't know anything past that, so. Yeah, I think they just "Oh Canada" for 15, 20 minutes, then stop. No, they don't. Do they? Do they, Millers? Alright, there we go. But yeah, you used to live in Canada? Oh, okay. You used to live in Canada. Oh, so you have like personal experience with them, Oh Canadine. Oh Canadine. Oh Canadaine. No, they don't. No, they don't? Okay. Have you ever turned off my log for a run and decided never turn it off again because it's too silent? See, that's the thing is I don't like, yeah, I've never turned it off. I would feel it'd be too silent. That's my fear. That's my fear, Balverine, is that I would find it too silent. So, I sent you a link of those PJs. Oh God, where did you send it? I see a whisper from you. What am I going to be looking at here? It's a redirect notice. That I cannot show on stream. That I can definitely not show on stream. That I can definitely not show on stream. I would get taken down immediately. Alrighty then. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Yeah. No, that's not gonna happen. I don't wanna lose my channel over somebody's bootay. Thank you, BK. I know you got my back, brother. You got my back. Do share via PM. Axe reaction has me curious.
Oh my.
Oh my. Oh my. That's what I said was oh my. Oh my. And I turned a little red. Did it get warm in here all of a sudden? Is it going up in temperature in here? I don't know. It seems to have gotten a little warm. It got a little warmer in here all of a sudden. I don't know. Oh my. Okay, what's our hide at here? 73%. That means we got like 2.5 days left before this thing gets done. I guess we could go hunt the other moose. We could there's another moose in this zone. We could go hunt the other moose. Not tonight, but we could do it tomorrow. I don't know if he'll be up or not, but I guess we could go try to hunt the other moose and get another moose down. Do we need another moose though? Do we need another one? Alright, let's go hunt the other moose. Oh, jeez, it's still dark out. Still dark.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Yeah, well, you seem crazy. You seem crazy, lady! You're crazy. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. I always thought PJs were designed for comfort and warmth. Yes. Breathability is important, but not that much breathability. You don't need that. You don't need the whole back area breathable. That's why they make a little flap. There's a little, you know, those the old school ones that had the little flap on the butt. That's what the flap was for. So you could take care of your business, but not be exposed all the time. Maybe those are designed for people who love Taco Bell. That could be true, because if you love Taco Bell, you probably don't have time to drop that flap before you need it, huh? I see what you're saying there. I see where you're going there, my friend. That's a very important distinction to make. What's ooh? Are you oohing me? All right, boys and girls. You want to guess how many sticks I have here? Well, at least we'll have 26. We got at least 26 sticks there. So look at the sticks. Look at the sticks. See how many sticks are there? How many sticks do you think we have, boys and girls? How many sticks do you think Atheenon has? Well, let's pick them up and let's see. Do I have so many sticks that I can't grab them from the middle? 70, 131. I see 131. Wow, I have to go from the outside. They're stacked that deep that if I hover over here, I can't pick any up. Miller says 70. Markwar says all of them.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I have a feeling there's at least almost 200 sticks here.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I have a feeling it's probably 180, I think. I'm going to say 180. 161. Damn it. 161. I wasn't closest without going over, though, so... I think that was Riku. Riku was 131. So Riku, you win. You were closest without going over. Oh, wow, I can't even fit all those in there. How many kilos is that? 24 kilos of sticks. I have 24 kilos of sticks. 24 kilos of sticks. You won backwards. There you go. Yeah, that's a lot of sticks. That's a lot of sticks, boys and girls. But hey, you know, that's what you do, though. You collect and collect and collect and collect. You will never, ever, ever be sad if you have too many sticks. You'll never be sad if you have too many sticks. You'll be proud of yourself, but you'll never be sad. All right. Let's go see if we can find this moose. The other moose, the one that this is not the moose that's below the rope climb up to the gold mine. This is the moose that is down here around the corner towards the entrance. Done with Icarus for now? No. Oh, we'll be playing Icarus in about 50 minutes. Saturday Icarus doesn't start till the afternoon. And as long as the servers are up, too. I mean, I haven't checked the servers yet. They had some problems with the servers yesterday. Some people were speculating it was a denial of service attack. Some people were they are up now. Good, okay. I figured they'd get it fixed. I just kind of was like, I don't care. I'll just play. I'll just go to bed and get up tomorrow and play some more. But yeah, we got about 8 hours. 8 hours of Icarus planned for today, boys and girls. I found out why GamesLift had to leave last night. Somebody played a change the game card on him. And so he had to change his game to a game of their choice.
If I don't...
That's where GamesLift went. Which made me sad. But hey, now I don't feel as bad about talking trash about him. About him setting stuff on fire, you know. He just for getting over it. Oh, hey, you know. I want to like Icarus, but it seems too much like a grind to just lose your stuff at the end of the mission. It's not hard to get your stuff back, though. It's not too hard to get stuff back. And you do get some things you can bring into the game from game to game. Oh, there's the moose! We got a moose! We got a moose sighted! Gosh dang it. I couldn't hit him with any of those. All of those were failed misses. Lack of optimization? It'll come with time. Yeah, none of them hit. I'm used to games with poor optimization sometimes, so I find it doesn't bother me as much as some people. I'm going with No Man's Sky for Christmas. Yeah, well, it's taken yeah, look at No Man's Sky. How many years it took No Man's Sky to get good. Oh, there is. There he is. Oh no, he got us! I couldn't get it out in time. I took that second shot when I just should have switched. Gosh dang it. I was hoping we could get it out in time. I almost had it. I pulled it. I pulled it right as he got to us.
That's a moose, guys.
Oh, we're getting him now.
That's a moose right there.
There we go. We finally got him down. Stupid moose. Stupid moose. Shot a few arrows over here too, so I want to pick those up real quick. Oh, he came from over here. Grab my arrows back. Yep, we're going to be starting Icarus up in about 45 minutes. 45 minutes from now. It's all on the schedule down below. I'll be playing some Icarus tomorrow as well. But yes, I will be playing some Icarus in about 45 minutes from now. So, how you doing today, Roger? I hope you're having a grand day. And life is treating you well. Let's see if we can get a Maglens fire going. Maglens, ho! Let's go. Maglens time, baby. Yes, I just called my Maglins a hoe. Maglins
I'm on
hoe.
fire.
Now, the nice thing about having broken ribs is that you can, I believe, yeah, with broken ribs you can pass time and sleep whenever you want. I'm pretty sure, or you can sleep whenever you want. But it's really nice having broken ribs are bad on one sense because we can't climb. The biggest problem with broken ribs is we can't climb. We do need to choke down a couple bandages. Oh, I did find some painkillers, so I could use those. I need to make some more bandages too. Gotta do 2 bandages and 2 sets of painkillers. Now you can do 2 sets of painkillers, or you can do 4 rose hip teas if you want to. I'm just gonna use the painkillers since I got them. Usually I'd use the rose hip teas, but I don't have them. I have the painkillers because I found them. So now we just have to rest for 120 hours. So get my other arrow there. Harvest this guy up. On YouTube, dislikes no longer benefit the creator. You can view how many dislikes a video gets in your creator. Oh yeah, that's yeah. They're taking away. Well, and the funny thing is, BK, they are doing it to protect small creators like myself. They're taking away the dislike button to protect things like Santa Inc., which is an atrocious looking show, movie, and to protect things that people don't like. It's to protect big corporations and government officials. And that is about it. Small content creators like me don't really care about the like-dislike button. I'd like people to give likes to my YouTube videos because it helps me in the algorithm. But you know what? Dislikes help me in the algorithm too. And there's a Google Chrome extension that lets you, it's called, I think there's a Google Chrome extension called Restore Dislike Button that'll let you view the dislikes on YouTube even if it's been taken down on your YouTube platform. Them taking away those like-dislike things is just so silly on their part. But they probably faced a lot of governmental corporate pressure to do it. I just wish they'd say, hey, our government masters asked us to take this stuff down. So we decided to take it down. Instead of coming out and going, you know, for those small YouTube creators to keep their mental health good, we are taking away the dislike button so that they feel better about themselves. That's like, honestly, as a small YouTube creator, I will maybe get a dislike on a video maybe once every 4 months. Unless BK's around, my dislikes don't become that great on YouTube. And honestly, I don't give a rat's butt if somebody likes or dislikes my video on YouTube, to be honest. If somebody's enjoying it, they're enjoying it. If they're not, they're not. I don't, you know, it's like, what am I gonna do? But, and the thing is, you can always go into your creator studio and see the likes and dislikes anyway.
If I can drop any of this gear.
You can see all the dislikes and dislikes anyway. Yeah, see, BK has like 20 accounts, and I just shrug it off. I'm just like, you know, I'm immune to it. I'm just like, I don't care. Dislike my stuff. I don't give a crud. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna change. Enough people I have enough people who seem to think it's semi-fun to hang out with me, so, you know, whatever. I'm happy. But yeah, there's yeah, that caused. I just thought it was hilarious, because then some enterprising person came out with a restore the dislike button feature that you can now get a Google Chrome extension to restore the dislike button, which I think is hilarious. Just circumventing, basically somebody built a better mousetrap. YouTube streams are not as much as Twitch streams. If fun as Twitch streams, yeah, that to me is true too. I feel the same way. Hey, Contraband, how you doing? Princess Luna, you're on lunch break. How are you doing? I hope you both are having a great day. We've discussed a lot today, boys and girls. We've discussed comics, movies, sequels, prequels,
I can eat a horse.
All sorts of good stuff. Talking about the YouTube taking away the dislike button. YouTube is for creators that edit content or the ones that do Let's Plays. You know, or it's for people like me who just put my stuff up there and go, hey, if somebody wants to watch an old video of mine or an old stream of mine, have fun. Watch an old stream of mine. And it's free storage for all my stuff. Exactly. Because man, oh man, if I tried to store all of my stuff on my hard drive, it would be like full.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I would have like multiple hard drives, like huge terabyte hard drives full of video at this point. So what I'm doing right now, boys and girls, is I'm nursing the fire. The wind's strong enough that it's blowing my fire down, but it's not blowing the fire out. So I can get enough harvest time, and the fire is an outdoor fire, so it lasts for a long time. So 16 minutes only took it down to 7, so that's good. But yes, don't tell YouTube. Shh. Hey, I got mad respect for guys that edit videos. I tried it. Editing videos is hard. Half of that hard drive would be Lindsey Sterling. Well, it's true, but... that is true. That'd be under the private collection, though, seems. That'd be under the private collection, my friend. I'm actually gonna go pick up some sticks. Why am I so heavy? Do I really have no sprint left at all? Coral! Coral! My hard drive would be filled up with corals. Coral! Coral! Kind of funny, but my hard drive probably would be filled up with a lot of coral. And Lori! I make videos for YouTube that what did at first. Oh, that's what you did at first? It's hard editing stuff. Editing stuff is a laborious process, and inevitably when I edit things, inevitably what happens is I screw it up somewhere along the line, and I'll delete stuff that I did, or I'll delete the whole file, or some audio and video will get out of sync, and I'll have to start all over again. It's so frustrating to me. I just get too frustrated doing it. It's not for me. It's not for me. I just like the freewheeling and dealing of YouTube, of Twitch, where I can just do stuff and say stuff and be silly and be goofy and do my thing, and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, come on, finish. There you go. I used to edit movies. I was responsible for Vader saying, "No." So you're the reason. You trolled Star Wars is what you're saying, BK. You trolled Star Wars. Thanks. Thanks a lot, my friend.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
BK pulled off the biggest troll ever. He trolled Star Wars. Oh. You can upload videos now. There's a YouTube editor that comes with a video that makes it really easy. Yeah, I've seen that. But see, I need to piece videos together from multiple. The kind of videos I want to make, I need to cut together from multiple different videos. I need to cut them together from multiple different videos. I need to overlay it with voiceover talking about different stuff. It's all a little too. I know in theory what I want to do, but it's all a little complicated. So I just upload my videos. I just upload my stuff. One day I am definitely, or someday this year I'm definitely going to start like trying to edit videos more though. That's my goal for this year. Kylo Ren was your idea too? Nice. Nice.
No, I got excited because it was Star Wars.
I got excited. Yeah, I do. I get excited when it's Star Wars. When Star Wars gets me very excited. At least it used to. Now it doesn't. But it used to get me excited. Well, no, this is my 6th year of streaming, Riku. So until September of next year, I'm giving myself till September of next year to get on it and start editing some videos. Because that's my goal. Oh, jeez. Big meanie. I wonder if this will get blown down. I'm going to throw one on there and see. Yeah, I think my YouTube channel... When did I start my YouTube channel? Where does it say about your... Where does it say your channel? Frollo from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Where does it say when your channel originated? I guess I could just look at my first uploaded video, huh? I don't even know when mine was. Date. I uploaded my first video on February 9th of 2007. February 9th of 2007 is when I uploaded my first video onto YouTube. That's back when YouTube was a baby. Back when YouTube was a bitty baby. There we go. About section under your channel. Your channel. Like do little small about section. Oh, there we go. Join November 14th, 2006. Wow, I have 838,999 views on my channel. Wow, that's a lot. What was the video on? It was a video of a place in Africa that was watching. I basically video captured a video of them watching of a watering hole. I have a bunch of wildlife videos up there from the early days. That's back before I streamed. That's not when I was streaming or anything. But yes, it was a buffalo. It was a minute long video of a buffalo.
What if I tell you something?
It was a minute-long video of a buffalo. I don't even know. Oh wow, look at the production value. Look at that production value. That's beautiful. Woo! Kira with the 11-month resub. So I'm going to show you my first video. It's very exciting. Very exciting. If you ever go to my YouTube channel, if you ever go to my YouTube channel and you want to see something super exciting, here's something super exciting right here, my friends. This was my first video I ever put up there. Now, why this doesn't have millions of views? Why this does not have millions of views, I do not understand. I had to handcraft this entire time thing down below and set the times for different places. The Nakoro, Pan Africa, that's where the watering hole was. Yes, buffalo, thank you for the buffalo there. he's moving. He's moving. He's moving. Manual fly will be starting up in about 30 minutes. Look, there's other buffalo. Look at that camera quality. Look at the camera quality. There's a monkey. There was a monkey back there. You can't see him very well. There's a water buffalo sleeping. Yes, that was my first video
Guys, it
ever.
is finally done. The longest angry review to date.
Oh, shut up, Joe. But yes, see, there's a whole bunch of videos that are on there. Whole bunch of videos. There's ones of giraffes. There's Cape buffaloes. There's an Egyptian goose. There's another one of a giraffe. Yeah, look at that. The whole first 30 videos are all like wildlife videos. So yeah, I was fascinated by it though. I had never seen. Okay, you gotta understand, boys and girls. This was 2007. Okay, 2007. This place had set up a live streaming cam. This is probably my earliest experience with live streaming ever. They set up a live streaming cam where you could actually in real time see what was happening at this water hole. And there was stuff where there would be lions that would come down. There'd be tiger, there'd be all these different animals. Elephants would come down and they just hang out and do their thing. And it was freaking cool. It's my answer to Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Yes. God, do you remember Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom? Oh my God, that was such a great show. Did you make the honey badger video? I did not make the honey badger video. The honey badger video. No, I did not. I loved Mutual of Omaha. That was great. Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. You ever see animals getting drunk on the ripe fruit in Africa? No, I did not see that. But thank you for the Bear Apocalypse, by the way. But yep, that was my first video ever. That's my first video I ever uploaded in 2007. And those sat there for a long, long time. I mean, they've got a few hundred views on them. Heck, some of them have more views than some of my more recent videos, but you know. But yeah, I mean, some of them got they got a few views. I had a few fans.
Can't be far behind.
I had a few people who liked my videos on there of the animals. I think it was yeah, and I was like, oh well, I need to put a time clock on it. So I built that. I cobbled together with my very limited knowledge of the internet. I cobbled together that little time clock thing that's down at the bottom there that shows you the time, local time, LA, Oregon time, New York time, Paris time, Hawaii time. I'm such a goober. I'm such a goober. Oh, how you doing, Nocturnal Druid, though? I hope you're having a good one, buddy. Very first video. What's this?
So we go to the camp office or we go to the logging camp.
That's my very first Long Dark video. That's my first Long Dark video. Very first gaming video was EverQuest. And it was cringy. It was some cringy. It was very cringy. I was like, hey everybody, how are you today? We're gonna do a little bit of this and we're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be a great time. And I hope you guys all are here. Thank you so much for coming by. Atheenon, the Long Dark will be your #1 survival game no matter what. Yes, it will. It always will. The Long Dark, I don't see the Long, I mean, unless Unless Hinterland comes out with a second better product, I don't see it. Did I get triggered at some point in my first stream? No, not at all. I had no reason to get triggered in my first stream. BK wasn't around, so I didn't get triggered. No. Oh, is that the first stream there? Oh, that is.
Hello, all, and thanks for joining this first stream here. Taping this as well. And,
Oh my god, hold on a second. I want to check this out. Hold on.
So, if you miss anything or you want to check something out,
Oh god, look at the video quality.
one of these a day,
Holy crap! Can that get? Is it any better? Or is it in? Oh, it's locked in 720.
get in a day.
Wow.
What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to start at character level 1. I'm going to be starting him on this new free trade server, which is kind of unique in the fact that no characters can be transferred onto or off of it, and you can't use any of the gear or. Just a second to get that.
Okay, let's move. Good god.
We'll be good to go.
Good god. 2 minutes of setup here. Am I gonna get in game?
So let's.
Okay. He had such. I did have a lot more hair back then. Good god, this is so cringe.
Since I don't use those very often.
What did I want to see how I closed it out.
My attack.
Let's see how we closed it out.
Atheenon.
What was that? What was that? Hold on.
When we come back. Take
Oh.
a picture to her right now and stand in front of her. And that way we are ready to go when we come back.
I just closed out by going,
Thank you so much for watching.
Atheenon?
Atheenon.
Oh, Atheenon out. Okay. Oh my god, I just said Atheenon out.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Pat here. Today I'm going to
Oh
do
my god.
just a little bit. I'm
Oh
going to
my god.
tier list.
Doctor Who 42 with the Twitch Prime sub. I don't know. Was I showing that video?
242 just resubscribed for
Was I
9
showing that
months.
video, or was it even not? It wasn't even on my full screen, was it? I wasn't. God dang it. Here, I'll show you my youthfulness back then. Here's my youthfulness back then.
Tasks aboard the Farge.
This was. Oh.
When I
Okay, now
first
I gotta
started
now I gotta mute that. I gotta mute that. Okay, there we go. Okay. See, there's what I looked like back then. There's what I looked like back then.
See if you find yourself aboard the Farge.
And see my fancy headphone mic. Fancy headphone mic. It was awesome.
Okay.
Got that fancy headphone mic going on.
Open these boxes themselves.
My broadcast skills are still at day one. Yeah,
Nothing
they
in
are.
that box. Hey, there we go. There's 3 things in here. There's a
Wow, I sound so thrilled. I sound thrilled.
ranged attack there.
Good old EverQuest 2. Good God. And then in the
I
end,
think I'll just be wrapping it up.
at the end, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, Atheenon out. Yeah, look at that pro background. Look at that. That was my bedroom.
Atheenon.
That was my bedroom, baby. Atheenon out. Atheenon
So
out.
Bespoke Post, they just send you a cool box every.
Atheenon out. That was old. That was old school. That was old school me back in the day. That was a very pro background. Hey, that was a very pro background. Looks like a proof of life video. Sitting here in my bedroom. I don't know how much longer. I don't know how much longer I have. I don't know how much longer I have before they're gonna yank me away from the camera. So I need to get a message out to all of you out there. Don't blink. Whatever you do, don't blink. Ass bedroom is where the ladies are found running away. Yeah, thanks. There were no ladies in my bedroom at that point. So actually, I don't think I ever had a lady back to my bedroom. I'm not a big. I don't like having people in my space. Sorry, ladies. Neutral ground. Neutral ground is a good thing. Coming back to my place, not so much. Plus, I don't want them to know where I live. I sound like an exciting date, huh? Yeah. No, I don't want you to know where I live. Sorry. How's my friend doing? She's feeling a little bit better. She went back in on Thursday, and she had got a mild infection, so they gave her some antibiotics to fight it, and so she's doing a lot better now, though. But yeah, she was having some major problems after her surgery. She just was feeling really out of sorts, and she'd actually got a minor infection, so they gave her antibiotics on Thursday evening, I think. It's either Thursday evening or early on Friday, and she's doing a lot better. But thanks for asking, man. How's your mom doing? I hope your mom's doing okay, or at least having a decent day. Yeah, I hope they do the trick for her, too. It's no fun being sick. Being sick sucks. That's why, I mean, Monday was horrible. This last Monday was horrible for me. I felt like crap. She's having an okay day? Good. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yep, she's my dear and dear. She's my near and dear. Hadrian will appreciate this this reference. She's my Robin. She's my Robin, so I'm sort of her Ted. I see a lot of Ted and Robin in me and her. Help me, the weeping angels.
Some days you get the bear, and some
Thank
days
you for the
the
bear
bear gets
explosion.
you.
But yeah, she's definitely my Robin. Not that she's from Canada, she's from Idaho, so you know, that's like, Idaho's sort of like Canada, right? Not really. I mean, Canada has snowballs, Idaho has potatoes, I guess. I don't know. Oh god, is the wind picking up? I had a girlfriend in Canada. Isn't Idaho like Canada light? I don't know. Just let her know that my prayers will be for her. I will, Manual Fly. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, it's been a tough week for her after her surgery. So, Water Lily, hello. And for those of you wondering, in about 15 minutes, we're gonna be switching over, and we're gonna be hitting up some Icarus for the rest of the afternoon. So, right now we just killed a moose. As you can see, his sexy moosey legs are right here. We just killed a moose. Unfortunately, he did stomp us. The moose stomped our poor little tender frame. Our poor little tender body got moose walloped. Which made me sad. But, you know. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Make me relive. Make me relive.
That's a moose, guys.
Ridiculous.
That's a moose right there.
Make me relive my painful moment with the moose. Hey, I tried. I should have not taken the... I thought he was a little further away from me. I thought I could pull off the 2-shot, get out the gun, and shoot him with it, but he was too close. He was too close. Gun Tech, how you doing, buddy? And you know the moose, when he's too close to you, you just don't have a chance. You don't have a chance, my friends. The moose is gonna give you the broken ribs. What did he do to my clothing? He really didn't do anything to my clothing. I mean, my Moosehide coat was already at 65%. He didn't ruin my bedroll. Yeah, he pretty much did nothing to me. He hurt me a little bit, and that was about it. He was a gentle moose. He was a gentle moose. Could you give BK? Could you give Guntech a shout out, please? Guntech, for those of you who don't know, boys and girls, is a fellow streamer of the Long Dark, an all-around amazing, awesome guy. Look at that, last play in Long Dark, of course. Go give him a follow. He is amazingly adept at the game, and he's very good. How's all your weekends so far? Got a foot of snow there. Oh my goodness, no foot of snow here. We got a little bit of rain. They were actually talking the other day that the ski season is going to start a little bit late this year because of the lack of snowfall up on Mount Hood. So yeah, so that's a thing. But my weekend's going good so far. I actually want the smaller piece. Okay, fine. If I can't have the small piece, we're gonna do the large piece. Oh, jeez. God golly, Miss Molly. Don't do that to me. 48 and sunny there. Nice. But no, weekend's going good so far. We're going to be switching it up in about 12 minutes and playing some Icarus with Jarl of Goats. Possibly Gameslift. Alright, we're good. We're good. Time to take a leisurely stroll back to Angler's Den. Alicia, it's 48 and sunny there? Oh, jeez Louise.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Shh. Here, drink some water. Oh, you don't have any water to drink, darling. So shh. Finger to lips, my dear. Finger to lips. It'll be okay.
Wait. It's so cold. I'm warm.
About to go to the beach, no lie. Yeah, I know you are. It's ice on the windshield this morning, but settled in a pretty nice day. Nice. Yeah, it was a little cool out this morning, but it's now. That's photos. That's photos. I don't want photos. I want weather. It's now 49 and 49 and rainy in Oregon. 49 and rainy. You log in and you hear beach, yeah. Mark Wars is going to the beach. My brother's moving to Wyoming. Ooh, that's cool. That's some big open country up there. Or down there. Around there? Or am I thinking of Montana? Montana's big sky country, right? What is Wyoming? What is Wyoming's little moniker? Wyoming is like something, right? What is 49 in European? Hey Siri. What is 49 degrees Fahrenheit in centigrade? It's 9 degrees out right now. It's 9 degrees centigrade out right now. Well, 9.5. 9.4. No worries. That's what I got Siri for. She's my boo. Siri gives me all the good info deets. I wonder why people started keeping. You ever think about why did people ever start measuring temperature in two different ways? I wonder why that is. I mean, why isn't everybody on centigrade? Why are some people on Fahrenheit and some people on centigrade? That just makes no sense whatsoever. This makes no sense. It's like if you, I mean, I understand different alphabets, but it's like if you had different numbering system. Like in some numbering systems, 1 was 1, but 2 was 1 as well. Because Americans want to be different than England. There's more than 2. Well, why isn't there 1 temp scale? Why do you have to make it so annoying and complicated? I was just talking in general, Mark Horse, with the 2 big temp scales that are out there. The ones that we generally all use, centigrade and Fahrenheit, which is what we hear all the time when we're talking about the daily average outdoor temperature. I think we should all go to centigrade. I know it's a controversial thing for an American to say that. I think we should abandon the Fahrenheit temperature thing, and we should all go with centigrade. What do you think of them apples? Hope I'm going the right way. I think I am, but I'm not 100% sure I am. So easy to get lost out here. God, I really can't see. I think it's right here. Yep. Okay. Found it! I found the cabin! I found the cabin. On that note, I'm going on a beach run. When I get back, please have units of measure debate solved around the world. I will. I will, trust me. The units of measurement debate will be solved, and I will have solved it. Atheenon will have solved the unit of debate, unit of measure debate. I will have solved it, my friends. What do you do when you have 2 giant moose hides that you want to put in a room? I can put one right under there. Nice. There we go. Oh, shush about closing your eyes, darling. You're fine. Fahrenheit was a standard in UK and the US. UK switched to Celsius to match the rest of Europe. Okay, I get that. Oh, I probably need to get some water. Nope, I don't want to do that. And drink that. And we'll drink a birch bark tea to get a little bonus from that. We have 11 more birch bark teas we can craft up. So I'm actually going to drink 2 birch bark teas. I want to get 100% back. So that will be good to go. There we go. Woo! What a day. We got stomped by a moose. Got stomped by a moose, but we did kill him. We did kill the moose, but we got stomped by him. And because we got stomped by the moose, that means that we have another 103 hours of recovery to go. But we have 2 moose hides now, too. We got 2 moose hides. We got some more deer hides. We got some guts. We got guts. We got birch curing over here. We've got lots of guts inside here. Guts and hides. We got bear hides, deer hides. We even have a couple. Do we have a couple rabbit hides? We got a rabbit hide in there. We got lots of guts in there. We got some maples in there. We got a few sewing kits and miscellaneous things. Got lots of cattails. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Lots of matches and books and stuff. Yep. And then we got some more stuff and things in here. We got arrowheads. We got feathers and stuff. We got arrowheads and feathers in there, and we got more birch in there as well, I believe. Yeah, we got 12 birch in there. 12 birch. That's 36 arrows. 36 arrows. Do I decorate for Christmas? Not really now. I know, send the hate mail to my direction now. I have never been a big Christmas decorator. I don't know what it is about it. I just have never gotten into decorating at Christmas time a lot. I don't know why. My mom loved to decorate at Christmas time. Like, obsessively. Amazingly awesome. And she does now. My mom puts out the the table runners that are all Christmas. She puts out the little wreaths on the walls. The little table in the living room will get a new little table runner on it that's a Christmassy red one. The whole thing. She goes like full boat. She's got the little knick-knack bowl with like little nicky-knack things coming out of it. She makes Christmas like super duper pooper great. Yeah, I love the idea of it, but I don't like the actual work of it. So, yeah, she has a little Santa's Village out. She's got the little manger scene out. The whole 9 yards. She's got everything. Everything. All right, so boys and girls, I am going to switch over to Icarus.